bagel cafe.
It's not as good as New York bagels.
I wouldn't doubt affiliated with Sega.
All right, boys, shut up. 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to Sunset City, the Sonic podcast for the classic and modern age. With me today is Wayne,
The bagel podcast.
And Gilly.
and Suris, and Gilly, and Nick, and me. We're all here.
There's been 100 of these fucking things.
We are at episode 100.
You know what, guys? When I first started this podcast, I never thought it would get this far.
I really appreciate you seeing us through, unlike that fucking Wayne.
I'm so happy for your honesty, Gilly. What would we do without you? You would never steer us wrong.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, we've I like that we've held off on doing the show for a couple weeks, and we don't have anything special planned for it.
I mean,
we
we-
kept coming up with ideas.
Pup,
We were just
why
like-
didn't you? Pup,
commit
why
to
didn't you put?
anything.
Why didn't you put birthday candles in the burgers?
It's 100. It's not a birthday. It's a quantity.
birthday!
It's not a birthday. It's a
celebration.
quantity of days on the job. You don't have a birthday
Yes,
cake
so
for
is a
that.
fucking birthday.
You put
Quantity
100
of days on the
fucking
job
candles.
of life.
Save
put
it
100
for
fucking
right.
candles on these
Fine.
goddamn
Fine. I'll
burgers.
put candles on the fucking. Let me download a JPEG real quick.
I love.
Oh, that won't do. That's a WebP, bro. I can't.
100 episodes of brain damage.
Oh my god.
All right,
And
no
brain
fret. No, I got you, boy. I got you.
Oh man. Already got some very, very generous people in the chat. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
so much, guys. We really appreciate it, and we really appreciate you being a part of our weird, wild journey that we still haven't really figured out.
Yeah, just for your fucking burger, Gil. You can have them because you're special.
Thank you.
Because you've seen us through all 100 of these episodes. You can have them.
You were there from the beginning. You were there when Wayne died and when he was resurrected.
Praise be.
Wayne
Which was always a fancy way of saying flaked out like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Passion of the Wayne.
I've been
Has
saying
anybody
resurrection time.
made a Passion of the Korok joke?
I've seen so many Koroks strung up on crosses over the past week.
Pup,
course,
what
guys.
the fuck is that? That's horrible.
Yeah, well,
Is this a fucking candlelight vigil?
10 for every 10 episodes. There, enjoy.
Wait, 10 for every
Is this
10.
is this a memorial?
I mean, it can be.
It is now.
Those are not birthday candles.
I like you said 10 for every 10 episodes. Should you just say a candle per episode?
No, because that'll be 100 candles. 10 candles for 10 episodes. Not 100 candles.
You literally
For 10
well, what we
You
episodes.
could
gotta
have just
do
gotten
is
one of
we
those
just have-
birthday candles that says 100.
No, fuck you. You get what you get, alright?
This
we
is
just gotta have
terrible.
10
I will turn this into a
candles.
candlelight vigil. Just
We
fucking
just
watch
gotta
me.
have 10 candles per burger, and then we gotta recruit 5 more people.
Oh, now it's a candlelight vigil. Ah, yeah, how do you like that one, Gil, huh? How do you like it?
Rest in
Mhm.
peace, Sonic.
He's finally dead.
We killed him.
We can leave. Kids, we're free.
I'm so happy that Sega finally killed Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, they did last month, didn't they?
They did.
It's just a monthly thing now, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they killed Sonic! You bastards!
Well, I'm glad we at least we had something to talk about. Like the latest Sonic game came out right around the time of episode 100. So, yeah, anyone want to talk about Tears of the Kingdom?
Hell yeah. This is
The latest
is
big
a
Sonic game.
fucking
It is a
good.
game.
As like the number one little bitch about the game leading up to its release. God, it's fucking good.
God, it is one of the Zelda games.
I only started it last night. I got through the tutorial stuff in the guardhouse area, so like really early.
Did you
I'm. Go on.
So you touched down on Hyrule, like you're on the surface.
Yeah.
You been seeing any big like splotches of red just kind of on the ground anywhere?
Not yet.
Okay, when you do, just go check it out.
Go check it out.
Just go see
What's-
what it's about. That's,
Don't
just-
worry about it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Let's go check it out.
I will say I'm liking it more than Breath of the Wild.
It's because it's better than
But-
Breath of the Wild.
But well, that's because Breath of the Wild had nothing in it, and it was a tech demo.
I like that game.
I like that game a lot.
It never needed to come out. They could have just made Tears of the Kingdom, and it would have like Breath of the Wild's like obsolete. Now,
Hello, my name is Channel Pup. I play Sonic Frontier every day. I enjoy. Good game.
Oh my god. Okay.
Channel Pup, you've
so-
been playing
all
Breath
right.
of the Wild.
I have been playing
but
Breath of the Wild.
I like Tears of the Kingdom more than Breath of the Wild, but I very much miss the Zelda formula.
I still want like I want all three. I want top down 2D Zelda. I want traditional 3D Zelda, but I also want this.
Well, they could have done traditional Zelda, but made it more open world, like Breath of the Wild format.
I mean, I could
like,
go
they
for
definitely could have
some.
done both, but like they didn't.
I could go for some face down 2D Zelda, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be
Face
honest. I
down?
don't. There's no part.
Yeah.
There's no part of me that feels like breakable items or weapons is a good thing.
I
don't
agree
think
with
it
that.
adds to
Fuck the
gameplay.
breakable weapons. Hate them. Hate them.
It's not. It's
Fuck 'em all
not.
to death.
It does not. It doesn't add anything to the gameplay. It just pisses me off and makes it more convoluted. Like
I mean,
just
I've
give me a
only. I
fucking sword.
can't comment on Tears of the Kingdom, but I've been playing through
It's the
Breath
same
of the
thing.
Wild. It's a big difficulty curve. It's a big learning curve. I've been learning. The number one thing I've learned is not to rant about these things on Twitter because you'll just make an idiot of yourself. But, yeah, breakable weapons pisses me off, and rain making surfaces
Yeah,
slick for
rain's
climbing.
annoying. Well, they
pisses me off.
They mitigate it in Tears of the Kingdom.
Good.
Yeah,
Good,
at
good,
least they
good.
finally made a way to repair weapons in Tears of the
But
Kingdom.
my main issue though is that like people are like, oh, it wouldn't work without the break. Yes, it would. You don't need to have breakable weapons. It's not,
I
it
I
can't
can't
doesn't
stand the
add-
breakable
like,
weapons. You have to stop
dude,
every
dude,
5 seconds to
dude,
get another sword.
I-
It's insane.
my two. I have two issues with breakable weapons, and one of them can be easily fixed. And by fixing the one, you can like inherently fix the other. And my biggest issue was that, and I said it about Breath of the Wild, none of the weapons seem significant. It doesn't matter. I don't care when I pick up a really good sword. It doesn't matter to me because I know it's going to break, and also I'm not going to want to use it because I know it's going to break. So, like, whereas in the other Zelda games, you get a sword and you're like, oh my god, this is a new thing in my arsenal that now I get to use for the rest of the game. That there's a degree of discovery there and a degree of reward there that you get from that. You don't really get that in Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. Now, conversely, look at a game like Elden Ring. Elden Ring has tons of fucking weapons, right? There's tons of weapons. They're not significant in the way that the Zelda weapons are because there's so many of them. But at the same time, there are hard to find weapons that are very, very good, and it would benefit you to go out of your way to discover or go find. But because those weapons don't break, they are able to make better weapons that are significant because you get to keep them. Whereas in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, cool, you hid some really good weapon in some secret place, but it's gonna fucking break. So why does it really matter if I go get it? Whereas
I think
in
at the
Elden
very
Ring,
least, the Master Sword should not be breakable.
it's not. But
It's not.
It's
but
not?
it's-
But that's
it's
just
not.
a suggestion anyway. I don't know.
But also
No.
the Hylian
I mean, is
shield
it?
is breakable. The Hylian shield is breakable, which is
Hylian
stupid.
shield breakable is
The-
insane to me. Yeah.
The
The
Hylian
Hylian
shield takes fucking forever to break, but it does break eventually.
Yeah, but they're like, let's hide it in Hyrule Castle, so it's a reward, and then it breaks.
I tell you what, though, I'll give it credit where it's due. It's at least more meaningful than the fucking breakable shovels in Animal Crossing. Because all that shit does is just force me to go to Nook's Cranny and get one. Whereas with this, at least I have to kind of think a little bit of strategy, you know?
I think they could have a good middle ground would have been if they handled it the way something like Elden Ring does.
I think, heck,
I
even if they just
would've-
lasted
I would've
longer, or there was
liked-
like a renewal system or something. Is there a renewal system?
I saw an opportunity in Tears of the Kingdom.
But even
with-
if you do that, it still doesn't.
Mhm.
The weapon itself doesn't feel like it has any weight.
Well, like the opportunity I saw with Fusion was just like, hey, you can mine diamonds sometimes. Fuse a fucking diamond to your weapon and make it indestructible. They're hard to find anyway.
I didn't know that you can make them indestructible. That's how early I am. So that
No,
is a nice
you can't.
change.
You can't make them indestructible. I'm saying that there's an opportunity there. They didn't take it.
You're
I guess
just
for-
you have
I guess
you have the option to prolong the inevitable.
I guess the breakable weapons never really bothered me in Breath of the Wild because I just look at them as consumables.
But
Like,
that's why I
it's-
don't like. But yeah, but cool. But now I don't have a significant weapon that I get to earn.
I'd
Okay,
forgotten.
So
yeah, like
It
I
sucks.
agree with Gilly. Like I understand the reasoning behind it, but I also kind of forgot how frustrated I was in the original game. And I don't know if I said it in my original video or not, but like I'm in my damn menus all the time because like the quick menu stuff all is already just kind of confusing to me. Like what we consider for like like what they put on the directional pads because like every now and then my bow breaks. I'm like, all right, hang on, I gotta pause and
Yeah,
actually
it's
open it up.
yeah. Like, how does that add to the gameplay that I need to fucking pause it and switch to a different bow?
And yeah, even like the quick menu, like I better move to the next sword and then the next sword because like even if they are durable, they're not that durable. Like they're going to break alarmingly quickly.
I feel like it would also contribute more to the gameplay if going into that pause menu didn't completely stop time, it just slowed it down enough for you to select a new weapon. That way it's kind of like a thinking on your feet kind of factor. I don't know if they fix that in Tears of the Kingdom, but
that would have been at the rate they break, that would have just demolished the game.
I would have hated that because that's the system they had in Resident Evil 5, where if you wanted to go into the pause menu, it slowed things down, and it fucking killed that game.
It'd be a pain in the butt, but I'm just thinking of like, being a pain in the butt has never stopped Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And again, I'm saying all of this from a Breath of the Wild perspective. It's never stopped it from being frustrating in the name of realism. And I kind of figure, okay, it's not realistic that you'd have tons of time to figure out what weapon you want to use next. So maybe if it just slowed down time instead of pausing it entirely, that would be charitable enough. But yeah, the game's fucking frustrating enough as it is at times.
Do you remember how fucking cool it was to do the bigger on sword side quest and get that weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was satisfying because if you get the giant's knife, it's destructible, but then it's really satisfying when you get the one that just doesn't break.
Yeah.
So just having the ability to unbreak your weapons.
It sucks because you literally can't. Whatever that feeling is that you get from, first of all, I mean, it's not a fun side quest to do, but it's really rewarding when you do it and then you have that sword which fucks everything. Like, you can't do that in Tears of the Kingdom. That entire feeling that you get from doing that cannot exist in the realm of Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I don't have as much of an issue with the weapon durability. I think it does add to the combat a little bit in that I'm constantly switching up my strategies and trying to think on my feet on like how to go about each battle, and it makes like the random encounters a little bit more exciting. But at the same time, I'm also just like, yeah, I still would have like, you can keep the mechanic, but then make a way to make certain things indestructible. And yeah, I know you can use the Octoroks in Tears of the Kingdom at least to repair weapons and give them a buff. They'll still break eventually, and you can only use those Octoroks for one weapon per Blood Moon, like per Octorok. And then it's still just kind of like a they degrade so fast, and you're out here doing so much shit.
I guess so. Like so even though I don't have an issue with the weapon system for Breath of the Wild.
The Master Sword needs to ejaculate and then rest.
I will say that the way to fix a broken system is not by adding more systems to it. If the mentality, if I were to step into the minds of somebody who was trying to, fix the weapon system, if the mentality is the weapon system is bad and people don't like it the way it is, the way you fix that as a game designer is not by adding more systems to it. The way to fix that is to strip aspects of the system away that people don't like.
I still think
things more.
I don't think it's really adding a system. I think it's just building on the systems that already exist. Again,
that's what
diamonds just.
That's the same thing though. You don't fix a broken system by further complicating it. You fix a broken system by stripping the bad parts out.
Which would be stripping away the destructibility. That's what we're talking about.
Oh boy, we're on the same page then.
Welcome to the Sonic show, guys.
Anyway, Sonic.
There is some Sonic news.
Talk about this fucking rat again.
There is some Sonic news to discuss briefly, but I know that we do have like a main meat thing in mind for this one, which isn't really Sonic specific so much as it is show specific. But how do you want to do this? Shall we just kind of get some of the Sonic news out there?
Yeah.
Well, I think it was kind of important to us to belt out a little bit about Zelda because Frontiers has been constantly compared. And that's everybody wants to talk about right now.
I mean, yeah, I'm not averse. I mean, on the topic of like Sonic discussion, obviously, like I've been checking out Breath of the Wild from the perspective of, like, you know, there's been a lot of comparisons to Sonic Frontiers. And to be honest, it just feels like superficial aspects to me. Like,
if you think that Frontiers genuinely has anything in common with Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom,
I mean,
I'm
in
not
very
a game designer, but
in very superficial senses, it kind of does.
It
In like the
very
world
much-
design and stuff,
yeah.
like, and the main thing I will say is the big objective quality where I can safely say Zelda knocks it out of the park compared to Sonic is art design, whereas Sonic feels like, you know, we have Hyrule at home effectively.
Where it doesn't have
But-
any.
But
Frontiers is fundamentally a different game.
yes, it is.
Oh,
Like, that's what I
100%.
was gonna get at, is like, with Breath of the Wild, it's a survival RPG. It's like what it would actually be like to be this little human boy in this big world with all these monsters. Whereas with Sonic, you're on the hunt. You're the top of the fucking food chain, you know?
It's just Sonic 6, just a fucking collectathon. It's Sonic.
It
Sonic
is
64.
much more a collectathon than Breath of the Wild is, and yeah, like Sonic, it's a power trip, you know. Like you're playing
It's
as
not any more open world than fucking Odyssey is.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, that's kind of I guess all I really got on that front. If we do want to talk Sonic news, we do have some Frontiers news with some things potentially coming to update number 2. So we're expecting a slight overhaul to Oranos Island, or Uranus Island, as Kishimoto says it. Basically, Kishimoto, the great Kish, has said on Twitter that he finds Oranos Island to be very anticlimactic and repetitive, so they are going to be doing things to spruce it up. I'm guessing maybe new challenges around there. I don't think they're going to change
I'm so
it.
excited they're gonna do that after I beat the game. That's cool.
Yeah, it, you know, it doesn't. Better they do it now than never, though, I would say. But
I love that.
better now than never, but better pre-release. Game industry. But yeah,
I'm very tired of that game industry trend. We'll
yeah,
fix it later. It's fine.
yeah. But it's
Yeah,
one of those
but-
things where if we bring that up every single time there's an update to this game, we will be having the same conversation over and over again. So, just to kind of cut to the chase a little bit, yeah, Oranos is getting a change. Supreme Titan is getting a massive overhaul, which, fuck yeah, it needs one, because you can't have the final boss be killable in 2 hits. That's ridiculous.
I'm kind of surprised they're doing the overhaul for the Supreme Titan, since like I knew we were supposed to be getting another end boss functionally,
Yeah,
but going back and actually kind of fixing Supreme Titan, I'm okay with, because I encountered a glitch my first time fighting him where he just would never take out the rifle. Like he just refused to go to the rifle phase.
you have to parry his attack, but the thing is, so a parry should parry an attack, yet in the Supreme Titan boss, you parry, and then it switches over to he knocks you out of the field, and then he gets his weapons back. But then you have to parry at the end to get the rifle out, so it's just a complete mess of the rules just changing. And then, yeah, that's made even cheaper by the fact that the guy has like 3 hit points. But, yeah, he's getting an overhaul. I don't know to what extent, but I'm hoping for good things. There's already a mod out there that makes a world of difference to Supreme Titan, so I'm hoping they'll implement some of the things from that. But yeah, those are things that we can expect in Update 2, unless they get delayed to Update 3. But yeah, Final Island is getting an overhaul. It needs it, so I'm happy to hear it. We're also supposed to be getting some kind of momentum gameplay style in the next one, whether it's like a toggle thing on the menu. Maybe they'll have like a momentum slider or whatever. I don't know.
I guess they're doing that because we know we're getting the spin dash, so they're realizing like, oh, there's some other tweaks we can do in the meantime.
I'm wondering how it's going to work though. If it's just like a thing you toggle in the menu, or if he just has that now, you know, like, or if you
Or
can
there might be
coincide
it might
with
be
boost.
it might be a slider like everything else is.
Yeah, I get the feeling momentum would be, and I think spin dash would probably be a toggle switch. But I wonder if that turns off boost, and in which case, like, yes, we've already completed the game, but we do have an incentive to play it again if it's got a completely brand new gameplay style accompanying it. So, I mean,
I doubt the spin dash is going to be a toggle. I think that's just going to be incorporated.
where would you put it though?
I mean,
Up Sonic's butt.
Yeah.
we've already embraced using multiple buttons now. We've got the ability to do more. Even something as small as like, hey, press in on the controller pad.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, there's that. The other bit of news, Sonic Prime, is coming back July the whatever. I don't remember exactly when. We have like a July 13th. Thanks, Wayne. Is when Sonic Prime returns with what Wildbrain and shit are calling Season 2, which was originally Season 1 Part B. Now it's Season 2.
I caught that we're calling it Season 2 now.
Which means I don't think they should do that because it makes Season 1 look crap. You know, like
yeah, because at that point, what should have been your mid-season finale and was built up as a mid-season is now just
oh, it was a mid-season, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's back with there's a load of merch from Jack Specific as well, including plushies. My favorite of which being the Prime Sonic action figure, where they've tried to emulate the sort of the quill pattern on his head. But it would have made so much sense to print that on there or paint it. Instead, he's got these fucking bulbous vein things poking out of his head. It looks terrible. But yeah, there's that.
I appreciate the effort to make him look a little different from the
I appreciate they tried,
model one.
but he just looks lumpy. Like, I made that joke ages ago that, like, if Sonic were a tube of toothpaste, Prime Sonic is a somewhat squeezed one, and this action figure looks like a somewhat squeezed Sonic toothpaste. But hey, that's just, you know how it is.
I don't mind them too much. I don't know if I'm gonna pick any of them up. I do think they look okay, like for what the show is and everything. Like I do think kids are gonna have a great time with them, and then give it like 5-10 years, and they're gonna be super super rare and valuable because nobody's gonna give a shit about the show.
Prime is one of those things where I can just kind of sit back and be like, this one's for the kids, and just enjoy the other things. I'll probably still watch Season 2 just because I kind of want to see where it goes, and it's Sonic, you know, I like him.
Season 2 because I have to for this show. It's the only reason I have Netflix right now.
Well, it's weird because you would think, you're like, this one's for the kids.
They're all for the kids.
Boom was kind of supposed to be for the kids.
But and Boom was funny as fuck for adults.
Boom was a better show.
Boom
had better writing.
Boom was fucking top tier comedy.
Yeah.
I saw this clip on Twitter someone posted from one of the episodes where they're like babysitting a baby, and they're like, what should I feed it? Sonic's like, I'll give it a chili dog, and Tails like, you can't chew, you gotta put it in the blender. Then Knuckles tries to put the baby in the blender.
Yeah, it's like Boom wasn't even my thing, but even I have to recognize it's just like the comedic writing was better than any of the writing in
Boom is like you get
Prime.
You get given the assignment and you do something completely different, but what you did was good, you know?
Yeah.
The swiftness with which I stopped watching Prime was staggering.
It's boring.
It's repetitive.
I was so fucking bored. I was like, I can't watch this shit. I'm so bored.
The stairwell fight was pretty cool, though. I liked it.
And it's and I don't know why. I don't know why it has to be, because like you're like, oh, it's for kids. I don't know why it has to be like that. Like, dude,
there's all kinds of kids shows that are fucking good.
Dude, the Cuphead show, I was like glued to that.
It's one of those things where it's clearly
hilarious.
It's clearly
the
aiming more.
Episode with the baby.
It feels like it's aiming more for adequate than great, but then you hear how passionate everyone behind it is, and it's like, okay, bit of a misfire here, then, you know.
It's because
are they
Sonic as a franchise has been doing this little tug of war where it wants to be the simple, no plot, no thoughts, head empty series, but also have a bunch of deep lore and everything like that, where it starts taking itself super seriously and has really dark and serious moments, but then it's also just a funny little kids series about, the hedgehog beats the same, like, fat scientist every other week. And it can't decide what it wants to be, and it just keeps, like, flip-flopping between them. Do you know what I mean?
What are you talking about? It's totally normal for a franchise to go from a game where it's like, whoa, let's use these racing carts to race Dr. Eggman, all right, to, we gotta help these Coco find their place to die.
Yeah, this franchise doesn't know what it wants to be, and there is no tone for Sonic anymore.
I hope they stick with what they've got with Frontiers, but rumor has it, or I don't know if it's even rumor, I think fucking Kishimoto even said it, that all of this tone, all of this style is purely for Frontiers having a downbeat story. Heck, even the voice acting, which improved in Frontiers, is likely to revert back to what it was before, just because Frontiers is the sad game.
I think when I saw that though, I read that more as the deepness of the Roger Craig Smith Sonic voice was only for this game, not necessarily that like
But that's
the
what I mean.
direction will be worse.
But that's kind of what I mean, is like the whole performance is less cartoony, more natural. It's more Roger Craig Smith is doing a performance as, not as Roger Craig, but it's more of his ordinary voice is going into that performance than his nasally, high-pitched fucking Bart Simpson thing that he does.
It is so funny that this is supposed to be the sad one, and meanwhile, given what Forces was about,
yeah, this one's the sad one.
That should be the sad one.
That's why they call it war.
What are you talking about? I was absolutely harrowed by Sonic Colors.
I've always seen Sonic kind of always had like a mixed bag in terms of what the tone is. I mean, as far as America has been concerned, like we grew up here in the 90s with fucking Adventures and Sat AM, which are entirely different shows, you know. I've always said like there is a good balance there. I think like some of the best examples, broken as the English can be and early as it is, like I think there's a reason why Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are as beloved as they are. We've talked about this before, but like I didn't really want an entirely dour tone like we did with Frontiers, because it was just like
the sad one.
This is one of those things like where they're Zelda comparisons, and I'm not about it.
I love just Sonic, known for his palm trees.
I gotta go. My dogs are fighting. I gotta go. I'll be back in a minute.
No worries. Sonic, he's known for his palm trees, his casinos. Frontiers comes along, every open zone's a graveyard.
I want a
kind
city.
of open zones.
I want a city in the next open zone game.
Oh, everyone wants a city in the next open zone.
Yeah,
everyone wants something other than grass. And ground.
And I like Frontiers. I like Frontiers a lot. Like
So do
I
I.
don't. I'm not like completely backflipping on how much I enjoyed that game. I had a really good time. There's improvements.
Listen, I adore this game.
None of those islands should have looked anything alike.
Yeah, like I adore the game, but like I think I was saying to Garrulus like last week or whatever, is like it feels like, you know, they were working on the tech demo and they were just like, yeah, this is how Sonic's going to control. We've got this little open area that we've just made out of just bits and pieces and stuff, and so you can test him out. And then like the executive's like, yeah, that's really good, isn't it? I love the level. Yeah, no, we should use that and make them all like that. Yeah, it's like, what? No, we just put this together quickly. No. That's fine. You use that. That's perfect. You were onto something.
It's weird for a franchise who literally every game, even the ones that are dog shit terrible, a staple of the entire franchise has always been that the stages look pretty aesthetically different.
3 grass stages. I mean, again,
weird.
I understand what, like, Kishimoto even explained that. I mean, it kind of fucking goes without explanation, really. But, like, it was all meant to be one open area, but the playtesters were like, the island is boring, it's too big to have this much grass, basically.
If it was supposed to be one open area, then that's a problem in and of itself.
Yeah, because you run to one end grass, you run to another end grass, you run to another end grass. Like, if you're gonna have an island as big as what Kronos was intended to be, you gotta have, like, amenities, you know? There's an ancient culture lives here. Where's their McDonald's, you know? Like, show me that.
Where's anything that makes it seem like there was a culture here once? There's like that one scene where Sonic mentions that there were some villages.
Yeah, there's
where's your convenience store where you buy Coca-Cola?
Well, yeah, there's the okay. All right. There's the triangle buildings where he's like, yeah, these are homes. And it's like, okay, I can buy that, but like, where'd they get their furniture? Where's IKEA?
It drives me insane, and I like they're all supposed to look like chaos. I'm like, can we do something with that? Can we have a little bit of fun with this fluid like body style that they have? Like,
I still really don't like the idea that it was just these chaos aliens turned into Chow, and then one of them just turned back into a chaos alien, but he just isn't as smart now, I guess.
Yeah,
he's a big stupid.
That one tracks with how genetics actually works, though.
It's also quite funny though, because
I don't give a single shit how realistic it is. It's dumb.
To be fair, there's also a bit of evidence in
Sonic the Hedgehog is not how genetics works.
No, I understand that.
What do you mean?
no,
I
I
saw a
would've been
Sonic
fine with-
Hedgehog the other
Okay,
day.
maybe dumb's not the right word. It's boring. It's a boring explanation.
Boring is fine. I can agree with boring.
Yeah.
boring.
I can agree with
whatever. Like, no, it would have been fine if they fucking said it. Like, it shouldn't have to be inferred. It shouldn't have to be explained on the Bumblecast.
You
They
mean
should have
we
just
shouldn't have
been
to?
explained.
We shouldn't have to have an accompanying wiki to tell us how the story went.
Yeah, it's like, okay, the Master Emerald Kid. And again, we don't know. We could be
This
seeing it in the
fucking
DLC.
Kingdom
because
Hearts ass shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's not even. It doesn't even have to be that complicated. Like Flynn has like blatantly explained what's supposed to be the deal with the Chow and everything like that. I'm like,
What's the
Look at
deal
this
with
dumb
Chow?
Oh my
I don't know.
god.
I'm gonna be honest.
Just a reminder, they explained the heads-up display.
I played through Frontiers and I was like, I kind of don't get it.
I
don't
think
get
that
the
it would have
story.
been a great opportunity to be like, yeah, this was that one elder, and the chaos god of destruction is essentially like what's left of his lingering spirit in regret that he couldn't protect his people, and so he's here.
yeah.
I played
protect
that
the
whole. I
Chow.
had played through that whole game going. There's one thing I'm sure of. They're all fucking dead, but that's about it.
I think the thing with Frontiers, the overall vibe that I do get from it is like, and I do also want to preface that none of this undermines the amount of fun that I have had with this game. I've never gotten all of the fucking achievements in a Steam game before. Not a single game in my library has that, but Sonic Frontiers does.
It's okay to critique games you like.
Well, no, of course, but like I do want to constantly reinforce this because I know how things can sound, especially to newcomers. But Sonic Frontiers feels to me like it's a very cobbled together thing. Sticks and chewing gum, kind of a bit tech demo-y, and they wanted to show this is what Sonic could be like in an open area. And it feels like they had that tech demo and were like, right, we're going to write a bit of a story around it, and we're just going to do our best to make a game out of a tech demo, basically. And you know what? For what it's worth, they do succeed, but at the same time, the main merit of that game is entirely on the fact that we've got an open world game where it feels this good to be in control of the character. It lives and dies by how much you enjoy playing as Sonic. And for me, that's perfect, because I fucking love playing as Sonic. But like...
And when it's like... when it feels like it's almost there, but it's not quite, clicking... You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it feels like heaven's so far away.
It's a tech demo that has been reverse engineered into a game. And you know what? It's fucking fun. It would be a good tech demo, and sometimes a good tech demo can make a perfectly good game, but for it to go above perfect... Well, I say that, but I mean, I'd say it's a fucking good
I'm so tired of that term. I'm so tired of the term tech demo. Like, this is a full-ass game. It's not a completed
No, it's
game.
sold as that. It's sold as that, but it feels like a fucking tech demo.
No, it does not. It does not. Have you played a tech demo?
I
mean,
I prefer it feels like a rough
Yoshi's
draft.
Touch and Go is a tech demo of a game.
It feels like
Bubsy
first
3D
try.
is a tech demo.
I say like
It's kind of
Wii
like-
Sports is kind of like my ideal for what a tech demo is.
I will say, I'm sorry, I'm getting so caught up in the terms here. I do know what you mean, but yeah, I would say more of like a rough draft or anything. It just feels like a game that was, as we've said 1,000 times before, severely under budgeted, and they didn't have a full complete idea put down there. But usually when you have big twists and turns in terms of what you're doing with the series, that can happen. And I'm still gonna say, even after all this, they did better than worse in terms of Sonic stuff.
I mean,
But-
as well as I've been getting into Breath of the Wild a lot recently, and that game is commonly used as a comparison for some reason.
For some fucking reason, they're such completely different games.
But I mean, put it this way: Frontiers is the game I play when I need a fucking break from the bullshit that fucking gets dealt to me sometimes in Breath of the Wild.
There's a
Here's the
visual
thing.
comparison to be made, but
Yeah, but here's the thing: only Sonic fans are having this discussion. Zelda fans are not having this discussion. No, they don't fucking care. Zelda knew what it wanted to do, and it took a lot from Minecraft and fucking Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts, as it seems, for this new one.
And every single Ghibli movie.
Here's my problem with Frontiers, just in terms of the Zelda comparisons. That was Sega's intention. That was very clearly Sega's intention. They were trying to do. It might be more compare it to Immortals: Phoenix Rising, where clearly Ubisoft saw like the writing on the wall, like how powerful and like how big of an impact Breath of the Wild had. So they're like, okay, we'll take some like 4 or 5 years to make this stuff. We'll throw something out in the meantime. And I would still bet money that's why Sonic Frontiers released when it did, because yeah, we still have to wait for the rest of the game to be done. But the new Zelda's out now, and nobody outside of the Sonic fan base is talking about Frontiers. Like some of the bigger mainstream stuff did for a little bit there, but once Zelda was out, that was all anybody was going to talk about.
Outside of the, sorry,
yeah, but like, I mean, we all saw the early trailers, we all saw the stuff, and Sonic fans weren't the only ones saying like, "Hey, that kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild."
Oh,
That's
everybody.
an intentional choice.
Everybody was saying it.
Not the only game that got that comparison either. That was the thing everyone was comparing Genshin Impact when that was
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like,
and
Breath
that
of the
looked more like the Breath of the Wild art style, actually.
I mean, you know those towers that are on like Kronos Island and shit. At the very first second I saw it, I was like, you're gonna have to climb up that, and it's gonna register the region, isn't it? It's not
know,
that,
man.
but I thought that.
To be fair,
Frontiers
though,
did-
that's just an open world thing.
Frontiers did Islands in the Sky first.
Yeah, I mean,
Sonic 3 Knuckles did.
Sonic 3 Knuckles did. But to be fair, Sonic 3 Knuckles also got it from Castle in the Sky, and I'm pretty sure that's where the Sky Islands came from.
Dude, I just like, I knew the Death Egg stuff, I knew the Supersonic stuff, and it wasn't until I actually was more active on Twitter, and then I saw a little bit more of Castle in the Sky. Then I watched. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! This
It's kind of like
not a single creative thought in Yuji Naka's head. Not a single one.
Well, that was like when I played when I saw Princess Mononoke for the first time. It was in theaters when they were doing like the Ghibli Fest thing.
The reruns.
Yeah, and I saw that after playing Breath of the Wild, and it, like that first scene with like the boar like corrupted by like the evil spirit and everything. I was just like,
Yeah.
It just kind of clicked. I was just like, so that's where Breath of the Wild got half of these ideas.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah,
way,
Korok, the Satori, fucking everything.
I don't know if they've ever like shied away from that though. Like I'm pretty sure they've said like, yeah, we kind of had a lot of inspiration from this, and this. You know.
Oh, I should state, I don't think it's a bad thing. And again,
I don't
Tears
either.
Tears of the Kingdom takes so much more from like the rest of the Ghibli library in some places I was not expecting, and I'm super into it.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
like well, they do it tastefully. Sonic is just like, so like Goku's cool.
You
just do that.
Yeah, that's the thing is like to kind of get back to Nick's point is that outside of the Sonic fandom, I only ever hear I don't hear people bring up Frontiers very often, and when they do, they only bring up one thing, and that's the boss themes.
oh god, but for real, right?
I mean,
But
like
they-
that's
but they
where the game
fucking
really stood
slap.
out for us, though, right? Like I think the standout moments and the stuff that they were really proud of, it was the stuff that feels essentially Sonic to a lot of
Yeah.
us, and not tech. I guess that's not my first. I don't go to the butt rock immediately when it comes to Sonic. That's not what I grew up with, but it still felt like, all right, there's that confidence again, just being this wacky ass hedgehog game that we all know and love.
I got a
Hedgehog
different
gaming.
thing out of it because I've been listening to like the bands Kellen Quinn's been in
Mhm.
Yeah.
like since I was in high school. So
I know he was
But-
in Sleeping with Sirens. What
yeah,
others?
yeah.
What
Well,
else was he
okay,
in?
so it's actually it's funny. So that's his band. That's the one that he's known for or whatever. But like
Okay.
when I was around like 18, he's like I think a couple years older than me. I found him, and I forget how I found him, but I found him online, and he used to play in like some local bands that never really blew up.
Oh.
And him and I forget how it happened, but we used to talk on AIM, and he doesn't remember this, and I'm not going to bring it up to him. But like, so I remember he was in for one of the bands was called I think For All We Know or something. He was in like a couple bands, and then yeah, I hadn't heard from him in a few years, and then I heard of the band Sleeping with Sirens, but I never listened to them. And then I remember I looked up them and I saw that his name was that he was their singer. I was like, oh shit, okay, all right. But that's like his main band. But like he had done stuff before that band, and he was always really good. So I had been like a fan of his voice since before he was in Sleeping with Sirens. But yeah, no. So that was fucking crazy because I didn't know that. I was just playing the game. And I was like, is that fucking killing?
I think it feeds into also just the thing that I really like about kind of. I think the reason why I think Frontiers is in like the upper echelon, why it's in like my top 3 Sonic games, is like I think with Sonic, and it even dates back to the classics, you could kind of get a power fantasy out of it, you know? Like, even in the classics, just flinging yourself across, you know, valleys and shit, bopping badniks, it feels a bit like a power fantasy compared to some of the other stuff that was out at the time. And, like, the Adventure series, again, it feels like a power fantasy because you've got that rock music backing you up as you make explosions around you and shit. And I feel like we did lose a bit of sight of that with things like, I don't know, like Lost World, for example, where we're now pushing fruit around. But, fucking Frontiers was just like, okay, Sonic can now punch things, he can punch things hard, and then it reaches its absolute fucking orgasmic point with, fucking Supersonic, because now it's like, you've got the rock music making you feel powerful, all of the visuals make you feel powerful, and I'm just like, this is what sets Sonic Frontiers apart from things like Breath of the Wild. This is what allows it to, for me, hold its own, is that I feel like a fucking god, you know, like...
Oh, by the way, this is off topic, but coming out soon. That song that I was doing with Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Fine or Flame.
Hell yeah, I
Alright.
can't wait.
That's coming out in a few days.
That's my favorite of the
Nice,
Titan
dude.
tracks as well. But I fucking
Same.
loved what you guys did with Breakthrough It All.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was good stuff.
That was hot shit.
I brought that video up at work one night because I wanted to listen to Breakthrough It All, and I looked it up and I saw the one you were in, so I brought it up, and you kept coming up on screen. I just kind of looked at my coworkers and I was like, that's my friend. I was like, dude, do you see his neck? He's got a nice neck.
I'm not gonna lie. When I've been taking friends like to and from places in the card shop, when that comes up in my autoplay, I'm just like, hey, that's my friend Gilly. I've had the same experience.
We didn't say this up front, but we should probably do this now while I'm thinking about it. First off, thank you everybody for the super generous super chats. We will be reading that near the end of the show as we usually do. We do have a couple of Patreon posts that we did not get covered, so we should probably get that done now.
Oh, true.
Just to say thank you to everybody who's supporting us over on our Patreon
And also, I'm
just
noticing
supporting our show in general.
a lot of first-time super chatters as well, so thank
Yeah,
you.
a lot of people.
Really
Yeah,
generous
We should
today.
do a 100th episode again sometime.
let's do that. Every episode's 100.
Let's just multiply every episode by, like, 100. So the next one will be
let's just
100
do
and
more
100.
episodes. We get to like 1,000.
Yeah,
And then just
yeah.
every episode.
We just have 3 episodes a day.
We can always just celebrate our 200th episode in advance, you know?
I want to go to bed.
Look, man, I need this bread, alright?
Yeah,
I'm
I
moving
feel
into
that.
an apartment next month. Holy shit.
Although I will say, you know what? 100. That's how many hours of our lives? A dollar an episode? You can do better than $1 an episode.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, him all you want. He's spitting straight facts. He knows the economy.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
All right. Let's see. I hate my dog. Oh, I hate her so much. I can't move. Well, I tweaked my back again, so I can't do anything. Oh my god. I hate her.
Hi.
I'm gonna mute while you guys can read the first one from TJ Nightwolf.
Hi,
Why
Cricket.
isn't Washington
bring her
doing
over
something
here.
about
Be
it,
nice.
fucking freeloader?
Oh wait, so are we doing the super chats now, or are we doing the patron ones?
Patron ones.
Patron, okay.
Patron.
Patron.
Let me log into the Patreon.
Patreon.
I mean, if anyone's logged in already, if you want to write them down, that's also cool.
I am not logged in right now. I am logged into my Patreon.
I'm also not logged in right now.
I don't know where I'm looking.
You
I don't
guys
think
posted a couple of them in the Patreon mailbag here, so I'll read TJ Nightwolf real quick. Thank you so much.
Are those not-
$100.
Are those not the ones that I think those are the ones that I accidentally posted?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's Suris being
That's a
dippy.
super chat.
That's Suris being a dippy dum
Yeah.
dum.
I'm editing while we are doing this as well, so I'm like I'm scatterbrained. I'm sorry.
Get a job. All right, so
I'll get a job so I can pay you for more editing.
wait, so the last time we had a mailbag was mailbag 1 on March 9th, which shows how fucking out of it we are. I could check DMs.
Go ahead.
All right, I don't know where
go
I don't know where the fuck I'm looking. I'm lost. So
Well, it's fine. We can.
I-
go with more.
I don't think we have that. I don't think we have that. If anyone can find one, direct me to it. But I don't think we have a patron messages for this week.
Oh, fair enough. Well.
All right. Well,
I Hey, I don't think I've.
I'm
ever
gonna move
liked
on to the next bit of news
investigating
then, because this one's kind of a big deal.
Let's get right. Go on.
Get right into the news.
Oh my
Into
God,
the
if you're a fan of the
news.
comics. Jesus. So IDW has announced Sonic's 900th adventure. So that's gonna be a one shot.
All right, send him $900.
Oh my God.
Send us
so
$900.
It's gonna be having folks from IDW and even Sonic the Comic, like people who wrote and drew for Sonic the Comic, are gonna be working on stories for this one shot comic. It is so what it was described to me by the IDW rep I spoke to, because I've been sitting on this for a few weeks now. The 900th adventure is like technically like the 900th English printed like comic adventure he's had. That's including Fleetway, that's including Archie and IDW. This is the 900th Sonic English comic, which is wild.
When you say English, you mean language, right? Not nationality.
English language, yes.
Okay.
English language. Have not actually done the math myself. Like I don't know if like they're counting like the little backup stories and like the old Archie books or anything like that. They might be doing that, but either way, it's a hell of a milestone. And even if they can't acknowledge Archie characters just straight up, I think it's cool that they're acknowledging just the the history of the Sonic comic legacy at all, because it's a big one. It's a big deal, and it's really important to a lot of fans. So I'm really excited to see what happens with it, because you got like obviously have like Ian Flynn and Evan and Daniel, and you know the folks we've come to know and love from either late Archie or just IDW in general, but we also got Nigel Kitching, which is, you know, and Richard Elson too. The folks like the two biggest names from Fleetway Sonic. And it looks like I'm going to read the solicitation here because I wasn't sure what the actual story was going to be about. Says, saving the world is a piece of cake when you're a speedy blue hedgehog. And Sonic is about to go on his 900th world-saving adventure. Sonic and his friends are playing a game of hot potato. Only the potato is the warp topaz, and it could warp the whole world, which is still unnamed, into oblivion. The gang is passing off the warp topaz in a relay race to get rid of it once and for all. Celebrate the mind-blowing 900th issue milestone with superstars Ian Flynn, Evan Stanley, Caleb Golliner, I don't know if I'm saying that name right, sorry, Daniel Barnes, Aaron Hammerstrom, and returning Sonic rider Nigel Kitching as they participate in a relay race of their own, telling the story in 6 speed racing, nail-biting, egg-kicking parts. So that's a fun little way. I guess they're going to finally wrap up the Warp Topaz story.
I can't wait for them to for the Warp Topaz to just like jettison the entire cast into a new universe and we get another reboot.
Wait for them in like 30 years time to vaguely explain the actual origins of the Warp Topaz. That'll be a lot of fun.
I'm just thinking about the unpaid intern that had to sit there with a stack of every Sonic comic and count them.
Well, it does tell me though, like even if Sega is not going to allow for these characters to come back, it does tell me at least like the IDW folks, like they hear the fans, you know, like they're paying attention. They understand that this stuff still matters.
I can't count every issue. Please, Mr. Flynn, I have a wife. I need more time. You will not leave until the work is done, boy.
Well, I don't know. I've still coming to terms. Like I still would love to see them again, but like I've also accepted like, yeah, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like the time that those characters had was special, and they all at least had a chance to be in great stories. Like all of them. Like they didn't have to just, because most other comic series I'm just speaking Archie right now, most other comic series, they would have just would have been a shitty comic. It would have ended like 20 something issues in, and that would have been that. That's most licensed comics. But even like the worst of Archie passed, and like all of these characters either got proper send-off or they were at least in a very compelling story that really, I don't know, really expanded the storytelling potential. And in my case, at the very least, I don't know, these comics have definitely inspired me in ways of saying like, you know, there's doesn't actually have to be any bad characters. It just depends on how well you use them. So Hooray for Sonic comics. That's all I got. There you go. That's the news.
I do agree. I'd like
need
to see a lot of those.
because apparently I missed the most recent release.
I do agree. I'd like to see a lot of characters return for stuff like this, but I can live in the world where we don't. I just don't want to live in that world.
Yeah, I've
Only one thing to do then, Suris.
Write fan fiction where it continues.
Oh,
That's
you
already
said
happened.
you don't want to live in that world. Only one thing to do, Suris.
Oh, you're right. Hold on. Let me just go real quick.
Go to a new one, right?
Can I borrow 6 feet of rope, please?
No!
He's gonna go get some cigarettes.
Oh my god.
I'll be back later. Don't worry.
Anywho, yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I need to catch up on the IDW, but I don't have my books with me while I'm here. But, you know, moving into the new place, hopefully I'll be able to retrieve some of my old stuff, and then I'll be able to get my books back, and then I'll be able to catch up on IDW Sonic. Because, reading things digitally just doesn't do it for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have all of them in physical now because I feel the same way. I'll read them when they come out, but then I want to have them physical.
I need that paper in my hands.
Yeah, otherwise I just don't feel like I'm reading a comic, you know? Like, I feel like I'm instead just fucking browsing Pornhub.
I don't mind it for stuff that's formatted for reading digitally. Like, if you've ever read like a webtoon or something, that's fine. But if it's a comic,
like Homestuck.
No, do not bring that here.
Like Pal
Didn't Cyrus Hill just tweet about Homestuck recently?
I
haven't heard that word in a long ass time.
Y'all all like buckets.
There's only
I know very little about Homestuck. I think I tried reading it once in high school and I just didn't get into it.
Well, I'm not gonna fucking explain that. I'm just gonna let any of the Sonic fans here who have read it.
Oh, I know about the buckets thing because
okay, cool, good. I don't have to explain that.
Fuck up about it. It's like baby's first Homestuck reference.
There's only one comic book I'm okay with reading on a device. And it's one that I'm okay with reading either in the bath or in bed.
What is this?
Ah, Dojins. Got it.
I don't know what that is, but hell yeah, I'll take it. Hell yeah, fucking love Dojins. What's Dojins?
No, stop. No. Why would you teach him that word? God damn
I don't know what it is.
It's porn. It's porn.
No, technically
porn?
It is just fan-made. It is any type of independent or fan-made manga.
Yeah,
just
but what's it purple shorthand for?
Most of the time, it's porn. Yes.
So
yeah,
what's porn?
All right.
Well, when a mommy and daddy have to pretend they love each other very much for money.
Jesus.
God, they have to be parents in the stuff you watch? Damn. Well,
they will be.
You know what? It's funny enough, because while we're talking about
stop giggling over there, Kishimoto.
Does anybody remember Rafa Knight? Artist who did a lot of the 3D covers for late Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been commissioned. I mean, like, I don't know if anyone knows the story, but apparently, like, they had like a few years ago there was a big falling out between them and Sega and everything. They're doing a lot of commissions, and they're doing a lot of Sonic porn commissions, including
here.
I think you
the ninja. No, we talked about one of them from a while ago, but I just saw on my news feed the ninja.
Oh, it's in your news feed. Okay.
Yeah, I follow a lot of Sonic people.
Man, I follow some artists, and sometimes there's just porn.
I follow a couple of artists, great artists. I got a couple of amazing like adult artists on my Patreon. Like fuck yeah, like go get that bread. Super talented.
Yeah.
And give me some of that bread, ussy.
Oh my god. Brucey.
Brucey. Oh god.
I can't wait for episode 200 when we all just come together and just.
Oh, nice, nice, yeah.
I can't wait to truly play the bagel game. With
this episode we were supposed to be talking about the bonds we've formed through this show, but yeah, episode 200 we can literally come together.
This is the bond that we formed.
It is time for a father-son bonding.
Our fists
Bond with me, Jimmy.
Head.
The pizza is aggressive.
Time.
Hey Nick, what's aftercare?
not YouTube appropriate. That's what it is.
It was a cute conversation, and you know it.
Yeah, it was adorable. That was cute.
I actually think that conversation is YouTube appropriate.
Yeah, it's pretty YouTube appropriate compared to the
Yeah.
other stuff we've talked about.
So, are we done with the Sonic news? I feel like there's still a couple other things we haven't touched.
Yeah,
on.
I
Talk about the orchestra.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
We
yes.
haven't talked
Okay,
about
so yeah,
the
the
orchestra on tour is a huge thing.
the
Yeah,
symphony
I didn't
is
get to see that, but
it's-
that's cool.
no, but it's awesome. It's in London, and it's just a few stops away from me. So me and my buddy Dom are gonna go see it.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's not bad. That's pretty awesome.
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna fucking nut.
Dear God. All right. Well, there is all that. Is our dearest Gilly still gone?
Yep.
No one's ever really.
Alright,
It would have
gone
been
right.
funny if Gilly had responded yes.
All right, cool. Let's talk about him behind his back. I think he has a good voice.
Got a
Yeah,
great rack.
he's a very talented man.
He's got a pretty neck.
He's got a nice neck.
He's a good friend too. I'm glad we're buddies.
Yeah.
I bet it's blueberry flavored.
God damn it.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
So, guys, as you all know, it is episode 100. We've been at this for a long time now. I heard the bird. Gilly's hanging out somewhere. Could just be away from his microphone though.
Yeah.
I heard the bird. But yeah, we've been at this for quite a long time, and I don't know. Like, do you guys have any like favorite like moments from this history we've done together? Do you have any just good memories and shit like that? Anything you guys want to share?
Honestly, one of my favorite things was getting us all except Gilly at the time together for the Marietta convention. That was a big
pretty
thing for
great.
me.
That was a good ass time. We were operating off of like 72 hours without sleep. But
I'm up, but I have to be on my phone for a couple minutes.
No
hi,
worries,
Gil.
dude.
Oh,
hi.
oh, we got Gil at home.
It sounds rude. I'm laughing, but silently. I promise.
It does kind of suck that I don't know. I'm never properly ever prepared for anything, I think. But we did want to do like a show from there because we had the four of us in that same room and it was all good times. We didn't really do a show properly. Like we still have that mess of a video. Like it's almost impossible to watch. Like I can't imagine anybody who wasn't actually there getting anything from that because it's so unintelligible.
Dude, it's
and just so
unwatchable.
rambly.
Like,
You should just upload it as like a lost episode.
if
But
you,
it's already uploaded.
if
Oh,
you
brilliant.
if you were to watch that and not know who any of us are, or if you were to watch that and know who we are, but like not really give a okay, look, if you watch it and you just don't care that we're all together for the first time, it's a very frustrating viewing as we try our best to squeeze a topic out as hard as we can, but we're all just too fucking constipated to say anything.
And then Gigi destroys a banner.
But GG was fun.
Yes,
We were okay with that. That was a good moment.
it was.
So in terms of like actually producing a product, didn't go great, but at the same time, I'm still happy it's there because it is just this lovely reminder of a really great time of all of us actually hanging out and being together. Because like that's not a whole lot of opportunities to do that.
Yeah, I loved being there.
Oh my God. I was pulling-
I taught him that.
Ignoring all the times we've done stuff where just one of us has been missing.
That's my
every
boy.
Time.
I taught him everything he knows. But, okay, to be fair, though, once I finally get off my tushy and edit those Sunset City Adventure episodes, we will actually have a little bit of chronicling from that weekend. So, you'll get something more out of it than just that. It's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I need to edit that, but I could also make money too, so I'll do the thing that makes money for now. But, I'll get there. I've got, like, a backlog of, like, 4 episodes. Not 4, 3. Maybe 4. I think just 3, though. But, yeah, we've obviously got, Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I did see, actually, no, that's a super chat. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, we got Portland Retro Gaming Expo episode on the way. And we've also got, a little bit of the, Sega Fan Jam. I think that's going to be, like, a small thing, though. And then, we got 2 things. We've got PAX East and we've got the Geese Adventure. And, spoiler alert, Gilly absolutely steals the show in the fucking geese adventure.
Well, that was a good time. That was a good time.
Fucking
my
made him look
God.
like an idiot in front of his wife.
Dude, I totally fucking bitched him out in front of his wife.
It was amazing, and then they came back.
Yeah, because his wife was like, "You gonna let him talk to you like that?"
Don't
Yo,
you talk to
my-
my Bobby that way.
My wife and I saw you from across the lawn, and we just really detest your vibe.
And we wanted to tell you that we don't appreciate you parking your car on the curb.
Oh my God.
We're gonna call the HOA.
But yeah, there's plenty more, even though we're not together right now and are probably unlikely to be together for another fucking 5 years or so, there are new Sunset City live-action adventures on the way, so don't you worry your little cotton socks. That opportunity wasn't completely wasted.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to recover funds for quite a while, but I am very thankful. Like we had as many adventures as we did. Well, I'd say up through 2023, like early 2023, but yeah,
The last big one was like the New York and the last West Virginia one.
yeah.
What
but,
an adventure.
Well, after
all of those trips severely drained my funds, so I gotta.
after
It's only way
after,
for me to do better.
after TMG, there's nothing until Portland, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but even then, TMG is too close for me. I'm not gonna be able to.
Yeah, no, I know.
do that one. But
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
I definitely will not be back in America for another, year or so. And it also
fine,
depends if I
that's
get
still fine.
invited as well, if anyone has a room. But, yeah.
I always got a room for you.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Two very different responses to that.
Nick, you say you have room for him until he's there.
It's because he secretly loves it, alright? He acts very jaded on the show, but he loves it. He fucking loves it.
Oh God.
I mean, you enjoy it more than you give yourself credit. Give me credit for.
Thanks for telling me how I feel, Pup. Thank you.
Yeah, you love it. You're happy.
This has been Pup Therapy, where you get therapy to cope with Pup.
So what's the problem? I don't feel happy. Nah, you're fucking happy, mate. Fuck off.
God. And I guess for me another one, the first TMG, because that was the first time, Portland was the first time I met Pup in person, and TMG was the first time I got to meet Gilly, Nick, and Wayne in person. So both of those have fairly equal weight in terms of who I was able to meet where, and I'm definitely not saying that just to spare Pup's feeling. I'm kidding.
Dick.
But I think TMG was kind of a big one for me because it was a big thing to see you guys in person for the first time after knowing y'all for about a year and a half up to that point, and then running a show for a decent bit of time on top of that. It was just a really nice thing. I think most of my favorite Sunset City moments awkwardly aren't even on the show itself. It's all the times we've been able, as sparse as they've been, to actually do stuff in person.
Yeah. No, it is weird though, right? Like Gilly's been around every single one of us, but not all four of us have been around Gilly at the
It's
exact
a
same time.
rotation.
This has not been. Yeah,
It's always been a rotation.
It's either Wayne or Gilly. That's you buy the box pack and you either get a Wayne or a Gilly.
How do you know I'm not Gilly? Have you ever seen me and Gilly in the same room?
No, but I've seen your neck.
Yes, I have. Because there were times when Pup's not there. Remember?
True.
Not you. You don't matter right now. This isn't about you right now, Nick.
Nick and Suris both saw us in the same place, Wayne.
What?
I said Nick and Suris both saw us in the same place.
No. This is about Pup. Pup. Do you know?
You're not in this episode, Mom.
Oh shit.
And also, people have seen you and Scott DeWaz in the same place, too.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's
That is
right.
true.
I like.
No, I'm gonna miss
yeah.
TMG. Damn, that was a good fucking show.
God, if there was a way for me to get you over there.
No, I mean, even if funds weren't a thing, like I got some pet problems. I'd like to be around them for this year. I
Yeah,
think
That's
so.
fair.
It's just how it goes.
Well, I'll just have to be cool enough for the both of us.
Yeah, because
Nah,
it's certainly
whenever
not going to
we
be
do it
me.
again, I'll be re-energized. I don't want to be, because
Yeah.
I'm not as high energy as I usually am. So I want to be sure I'm back in old Nick form. When we start doing that stuff again,
so probably around Portland, maybe.
I have no idea. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I still owe the government money for taxes.
Well, you heard the man. Get the super chats in.
At this point, Portland's like what, almost a half a year away.
Yeah,
potentially. You don't know what the future holds. You know, like we'll see what everything looks like. You know, from here, because it could. Not to be TMI or anything. It could be a sadder time around here. You'll see. I don't know.
Well, and also at least that's a con you can drive to too.
For sure.
And it's a con that I can be like, hey Nick, can I stay at your house for a couple days before the con for?
Don't call me. I'll call you.
I would like to fly.
None of us want to stay with each other anymore.
I don't know that I've ever been over on that side of the state, so it'd be fun to like fly over there and.
After PAX, I know that I don't want to stay with any of you.
Look, Gilly, that wasn't my fault.
No, listen. They can tell you my house is nice.
Oh no, Wayne, I believe you.
Oh, Wayne's house is lovely.
Oh god damn it!
I've got 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a giant tortoise. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
Gilly, it wasn't my fault, I swear. Please let me in with the cool people. Let me in the cool room.
It was all of your fault.
How can it be all of our fault when you could pinpoint it on the person whose fault it was?
Because you were all gross.
I didn't.
You were all gross men.
He was just. They were. Oh!
I don't give a shit. I'll be gross. I don't fucking care. It's fine.
Dude,
I'll take
Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't smell that room.
Oh no.
There was a stark so me, Connor, Fushi, and Anthony's room.
Connor was with us, you idiot.
No, Connor was in our room.
Oh yeah,
You had Naveed.
Dude, no, the funniest part is that I forgot Connor was in your room because he spent so much time in our room because he didn't want to be in that room.
Damn.
Our room was like it was didn't smell. It was clean air because the air conditioning was the second you walked into your room, it was like there was weight to the air.
What are you guys doing there?
We were just up all night long, just fucking each other's brains out. We worked up a sweat, that's what it was.
Just men.
Innocent men.
We're just men. We're just stinky boys.
We're just stinky men.
God. And somebody was always blowing up the bathroom.
Well, I
See, that's it. You just lay out the breadcrumbs and let the audience figure it out.
Oh my god.
Well, we don't. I mean, there's no telling who it was because it was between you, Suris, Ash, and Pup.
I will at least say I think Pup spent the least time in that bathroom, and I think me and Ash spent the most.
Well, because Pup is probably the cleanest out of all of you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Probably.
And I'm British. What does that say about you guys?
I don't
America,
know. Are you guys
yeah?
known for being dirty? Like, what is that?
I mean, I'm European. We're known for being gross. Right?
He does have a point.
British people.
I like that when I'm talking about memories. Like, this is always Billy's go-to. It's like, you guys remember when your room fucking stinked? And then, like, I walked in every 5 minutes, like, oh, your room stinks. Skilly, we know. We fucking know. Thank you. We get it.
Well, why do you clean your shit up? Fix yourself.
I learned to enjoy my little floor nest. You know, that was cool.
That's fair. Oh yeah, you did have
Yeah, because that was the thing. Eventually, I think.
Well, you know what?
I had to step over him every time to get to my side of the bed because it was either that or like awkwardly ask Ash to move.
No, it was one of those things as well where it was like once Connor had left, Ash was offering me a space in the bed, and I was like, "Oh, that's very kind of you." He was being very gracious about it. I was like, "I'm a man of the nest now, though. This is where I belong."
You almost sound like I'm being very racist about it.
I said gracious. I said gracious. Okay.
I heard gracious.
Okay.
It's like a
Nick,
very polite racist.
You can find solace in the fact that your room didn't stink half as bad as that trip to Fogo.
Also, people in the chat, I take showers. I take showers. Gilly said it himself. I'm the cleanest. I'm clean.
Yeah.
It's probably between you and me, Pup.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man, clean buddies. Oh, man. We should rub our bodies up against each other.
Okay, I don't like this
I'm still
anymore.
gonna give it to Wayne. I think Wayne's a clear winner there in
I-
terms of who's
I-
What
cleanest.
the
I would
fuck?
say
What
that
have
as
I
well.
ever done that is dirty?
You've lived in my house for 4 fucking months. Like, I'm sorry.
That
but,
sounds like
I'm
blaming it on
still kind
you
of-
more than me, mate. Like, and your house ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not great, but I try. Yeah.
It's a house where animals live, mate. It's exactly how I'd expect a house where animals live to be.
Yeah, what do you mean? You gonna be? I gotta make sure I'm squeaky clean for this fucking turtle.
To celebrate 100 episodes, and just to tell you guys how much I love y'all, I just want to complain about how disgusting you are.
Just normal men.
Just no-
We're innocent men.
Can I just say, I feel it now. I miss East Coast pizza, because we don't really
It's
have
so
that in the
good,
UK.
dude.
It's
so good.
It's all Little Caesars over here, except we don't have Little Caesars, but it's all like Little Caesars. But I did find a place in London somewhere that boasts New York style pizza by the slice. So it's like, I'm gonna go check that out at some point.
I
Questionable.
really don't think you're allowed to be a big city without some, like, it doesn't have to be New York good, but it's got to be like good pizza somewhere.
No, but that's the
Like,
thing
if
is you
if
can
you're a
never
big
buy
city
it.
without good pizza. Then why do you even exist?
You can never buy it by the
Yeah.
slice here. Like, it's always, you buy the whole thing, you know? And it's always smaller than the slice that you'd get for $3, and it costs like £15. And it's like, oh, fuck me.
They ordered some pizza from this place in Seattle, and it was fucking garbage. It was trash.
I did find a good place in Seattle. I was there a couple of years ago.
I would love to share Marco's with you sometime, Gilly, and see what your opinion on it is.
I will chastise it.
I mean, I believe you, but I want to believe you'll like it.
Joe's Pizza in...
It's very good average pizza. It's very good, just generic takeout pizza.
the
I'm
best...
not gonna lie.
The best
Papa
fucking...
John's.
Sorry,
Oh,
go on.
sorry, go on.
No, you go. I'm being a dick.
I was gonna say that Papa John's here recently did a whole like, hey, we're gonna serve New York style pizza. I bought one, took a bite of it, and went, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's
Like,
ridiculous.
after being there, just like, no, it's not.
Like Domino's makes that Brooklyn style, and I like it, but it's not Brooklyn style pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
I
not.
best pizza I ever had was Joe's Pizza in New York City, because there was a
You guys
spiritual
should have went to Stars.
connection to that pizza, but also it was good fucking pizza. But I love the fact that I could now watch one of my favorite movies in the whole world, Spider-Man 2, and when he plops those pizza boxes on the counter, I can safely say I know what's in there, and I know how it is, and I know that bitch at the counter should have paid for it.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Pizza.
He's guaranteed that we'll always call him a dog from this time onward.
No, she was
If I was
horrible.
Spider-Man,
She
I would steal that
No.
guy's pizza.
No, seriously, that
No,
woman,
Pup,
that
you-
woman
you
in
did
Spider-Man
it.
2 was responsible for everything that went wrong in that movie.
But Pup,
No,
you
wait,
told
what?
us that you know how it is, so obviously you're a dog.
I guess I do know how it is. That's awesome. I share the wisdom
I
of
think animals are
Doggo.
taking turns just making a scene on our show.
Yep.
Animals all taking turns.
To be
Had
fair,
a
they probably
bird,
got
we
more
had
to
the dog,
contribute than
we had-
fucking Gilly.
Listen, my cat Olive is being very good. She's not being noisy, probably only because she's not horny currently. But
Yeah, because you take care of her. Nick, you gotta take care of
Wait,
your
no, no,
pets.
Hang on. Like,
You gotta fuck
is your cat
them.
not spayed?
hey, it's not my decision to get her spayed. That's somebody else's responsibility, and it has not happened yet. So
Oh boy. All right, that's fair.
See,
Oh,
Wayne
the dogs
keeps
are
her
finally
fulfilled.
Chilled the hell out.
no, god damn it, pup! Swear to fucking god.
Taking care of business.
No.
Just living my fantasy, bro.
I hate. Why am I on this show? I swear to God.
This is a Shane Dawson moment.
No.
Oh my god.
Do you guys remember how we started the show?
No.
Yes.
Actually, tell
Shut
the story,
the fuck
Nick.
up, Gilly.
For episode 100.
I remember
I
like
just
it
put
was
that together.
No, I'm trying to. I genuinely am trying to remember. I'm an
I
old
remember.
man, so memory goes.
I just remember getting a message from you. I remember like
yeah,
how well
like-
you and I knew each other at that point. There's just this green guy on Twitter that just messages me one day. He's like, "Hey, Sonic podcast."
I remember my part of entering was Nick sending me a message and saying like, "Hey, I was thinking about starting a podcast, and Pup mentioned you, and so this is actually Pup's fault."
Well, I can actually bring it back to its roots because yes, it is
was
my
that
fault.
were we, Pup? Was it you and me that had the first conversation about like getting the podcast started?
Basically, so it all began back when I was browsing in the YouTube and I saw this little green man in my suggestions who was going to apologize for Sonic Forces, and I was like, hell yeah, I'd love to see a guy apologize for Sonic Forces. And I clicked on the video, and this little green man had like 2,000 subscribers, and I had like 10,000 subscribers, and I was like, I have power over this man. So I was like, you got real moxie, kid. How'd you like to do a collaboration or some shit? And then eventually I get an email from him. Fucking, that's how I knew I was dealing with an old man. And we became Facebook friends, and we did a little collaboration where we compared Sonic 06 to Sonic Forces in terms of what was the biggest failure, basically. And, you know, we would talk after that and shit about stuff, and I'd send him pictures of gross food, and he'd react, and we just kind of fell in love, you know? We started making out and shit, it was great. One thing led to another. But then, yeah, I don't know how Nick, how did you get to know Suris?
Suris was a patron of mine after that hypersonic video blew up. We met through that, and I think it was through the Discord server. Like we were just all chatting a whole bunch, and then I remember Suris, you had some hacking issues, and that's how you and Pup first met. Because like, well, no, that's the other way around. You had hacking issues, then Pup had hacking issues,
And then
so
you directed Pup to me.
You sent Pup to me. Wait, no, I'm Pup, so you sent me to Suris.
Right.
Yep. And that's how we became friends.
Yeah, we became real good friends, and I was, with Suris's help, I sped ran that fucking getting the account back thing.
That's like, just like, here's the fucking phone number that they won't show you.
Well, there was that. I didn't end up calling him, but it's like you told me what information they want to hear. So as soon as I emailed them, I just filling out all the information, just immediately was like, look, my name's this and that, this is my address, this is all this, that, and the other. That's who the fuck did that?
Oh my God.
Disgusting. But yeah, so it goes. Yeah, I got my account back thanks to Suris, and Suris and I did a little collaboration about how to avoid getting hacked and how to avoid getting into those situations. And he had me on a few live streams, and we swiftly became bros. And I remember one time, Nick and I are chatting, and he's like, I want to start a Sonic podcast with you boys. I'm thinking, I think we should get Suris in this. And I was like, yeah, podcast with us three, perfect. He's like, there's all... What?
What? You mean Cousin Roman?
Cousin Roman.
God damn it!
Right, yes, Cousin Roman. Okay, so yeah, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, love Cousin Roman. And yeah, he mentions this little fella, this little man called Wayne. And I'm like, okay, let's find out who Wayne is. Turns out, I was subscribed to him already been watching his fucking shit like his fucking Iron Man the Game review and stuff like that. So yeah, I was fucking game to chat with Wayne, and we had a little chat, the four of us, and that began the city of the sunset.
Here's what I've always known. Like I've known the order of events. I didn't know what the first conversation was, because I do remember I was very determined to just do like a podcast of some sort, because I used to do one very unprofessionally and for a comic nobody knew about, and that hadn't even been properly started, because I just wanted to jump the gun and do all the projects at once, like years and years and years and years ago.
As you do.
But after YouTube, became a proper thing, it was like, yeah, like I'm not going to stay on top of every little bit of Sonic news, so I'd like to just hang out with some friends, chat about it. And me and Pup, yeah, we'd been talking for a while. Obviously, we both were passionate about the franchise, so that makes sense that we were talking about that. And yeah, I think Suris, I don't think all three of us were ever in a chat together, but I knew all three of us knew each other. The one part I do remember though, like Wayne was the last of that original crew in terms of all of us kind of meeting up there. Gilly, I've been speaking with Gilly, I think. Okay, Pup, we were talking first, and then you and me, Gilly, we started chatting a little bit after that, because that's when I first said, "Holy shit, it's the most beautiful neck in gaming."
It was like not long after your hypersonic video.
Yeah, that thing just
That's
went
where it
insane,
all
and it just,
began.
I'm for me anyway, in terms of this being a career, yeah, very thankful for that. But that's about me. That's not about us. I'm trying to remember because Wayne, like, I found your stuff after I did my Spider-Man 3 video.
So,
because I
I,
wanted to see
I
other
just
people's Spidey videos.
I just looked up our messages. I was the first one to reach out. I messaged you first.
That's interesting. I wonder if we just kind of publicly chatted on like retweets and shit like that.
Did you
first.
kiss him first, Wayne?
I'm not sure. So here's the weird part. It was for
Ouch.
it was for Metroid Other M. I was reaching out because I wanted to do the Metroid month thing that year, and I wanted to do a collaboration for the first Metroid month, and I guess it just never happened. But I was asking you if you wanted to do something for the Other M, the Other M review, and I just because I got like the collaboration idea from your hypersonic video, and after that we messaged each other back and forth from time to time. We talked about the store that I worked at. I messaged you all the green Game Boys that would come in.
Yeah.
And then eventually it just says Wayne podcast. It is like, do a podcast or something with us.
I
yeah,
almost
here, wait 1 second.
single-handedly prevented you from being on the show as well.
If February 10th of 2021, hey, do a podcast or something with us. And it just says, yeah, me, Suris, Pup. And I was just like, what are you guys on right now? And you're like, no. There, and you said, no, I just mean as a thing. Like, let's start one. And
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Wayne, remember how you very almost didn't join the show?
Yeah, so I remember like following Pup at some point just because he was kind of part of that friend circle. And one of the first things I saw was him like really going to bat for this one weird joke about Aunt May being Peter Parker's sexual awakening in the MCU. Thinking, of all of the hills you could die on, the least funny joke imaginable is gonna be it. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to get on podcast with this guy.
It was very funny.
Jesus Christ. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a rough start. I mean, there was obviously a little bit of chemistry there, like in the early days or anything, but yeah, like it's hard to really, because I know Wayne, like you weren't sure if you could commit to this for a while there, because like, let's be real, like we don't always want to talk about Sonic all the live long day, and I remember you feeling like you weren't like prepared, like knowledge wise, prepared to continue those conversations week to week and everything. There was a little time we didn't have you there, but
yeah, there were a lot of reasons. A part of it was just schedule. Like sometimes I
Right.
still wonder if I really have the time to do this every week. And a part of it was also just kind of like, yeah, I only have so much to say about Sonic. At that point, I hadn't actually done any Sonic content on my own channel. And it was like, man, I want to talk about Metroid and Zelda and like all of these other things that really interest me. Like not just this hedgehog all the time. But it was also just like it was the first time back in the day. I remember getting together with some friends. There was a childhood friend of mine, Trail Mix Blazer on YouTube, and he recruited me to be part of something which was just like a competitive Smash tournament. It was called Lag Fest, which guess what that was named after. And I was part of that group for a while, and but I was only ever on there so much. I wasn't really that good at Smash Brothers, so I wasn't like big into the tournaments or anything like that. But
Sure.
I liked hanging out with the guys, and it was cool, like knowing other people that worked on videos and stuff like that, and that's how I kind of like really started getting into making videos and stuff. after that, you know, I tried to collaborate with this thing called Challengers Approaching, where we worked on countdown videos, which I later found out not really my style of content, and so I think that entire channel just kind of like eventually died off. It wasn't until I was approached by you guys that I really started collaborating with other content creators or feeling like I was one. I had it in my brain that I was lesser in that kind of category, if only because I was just some guy that just kind of occasionally threw together a video and was just sort of like guessing at how all of that worked, only to find out as time goes on that's literally all of us.
That's every content creator you will ever meet.
And that imposter syndrome has been something I've been trying to shake for a long time, but and that it was hitting hard around then when we were first starting the podcast, and something about it just didn't feel. I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there almost, and I don't know, that was a part of it. Thankfully, as time went on, I cared more about just being on with you guys and feeling like I missed that connection with y'all, and that's kind of what got me back onto the show. Because it wasn't Sonic. I'll talk about Sonic, but I didn't join this podcast for him. I joined it for you. So,
Oh, we're forever thankful, man. That's awesome.
I am glad you hopped back, because we have had every in-person meeting and journey we have done has been after you coming back. So,
yeah,
that's true. That's fucking rad. We also got to talk about our fifth member here, though. Gilly, you were on like really early. I'm trying to remember what the first episode was on.
It was the Sonic 2 retrospective.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think I just reached out to him because like he had me on to kind of chat about Sonic 2 a little bit because, you know, favorite game and all that stuff for him. And I don't know, we just became buddies through messaging, and then got him on, just like one of the most natural chats we've had with anybody.
Oh, Gilly likes Sonic 2?
No.
So Gilly, any fun memories or stories or anything you wanna throw in there?
I don't know that I have any, because it was mainly just like everything you guys have like said has been like, because I just kind of jumped in on it.
Well, I mean, those are the beginnings, but a key memory I remember with you, Gilly, is when basically there was you, me, Nick, and Trey. I think that was the lineup for the episode. And for some reason in the middle of the episode, we just got talking about the ethics of circumcision. And we got the highest live numbers we've ever gotten. We got up to like...
I remember that. That was going to be a live stream because everyone's like, anytime there's a gaming thing,
it was
like,
E3.
Sonic going to be there?
Yeah, and that was
and it was the Game Summer Showcase.
That's what it was. It was the Summer Game Fest.
We were at like 400 concurrent viewers listening to us talk about foreskins.
And I got on at one point as I was painting the office I'm currently.
Didn't you come in screaming at us?
Yeah, I got on my great cut earbud as I was painting. I was like, "What the fuck are you people doing?" Because I was listening the whole time, and I was just like, "What?"
I'm glad you had a brand drop there. This foreskin brought to you by Raycon.
Gilly, was it?
Listen to the sound of your foreskin in 4K.
Gilly, was it you or Trey that came up with the idea of a foreskin condom?
I think that was Trey.
I remember us dying with laughter over it, though. Just at the concept.
Trey in the fucking chat, #CutGame.
Loser. But yeah, that was a good time. I think another great time was when Nick was trying to build Legos, and he had to go out and pick up his wife, and he just left Wayne and I alone, and I was just playing like fucking Zoo Tycoon or Planet Zoo, that was it, and I was just having a huge amount of trouble with it, and just losing my rag, and Wayne and I just kept monkey game, and doing like fucking Homer Simpson impressions at each other.
Later that night, I fell asleep on stream. while Nick was playing Elden Ring, and I think it was Gilly and Trey were in the chat, and Gilly just like stops talking at one point. He's like, Wayne? Wayne, buddy, are you asleep? And I just not responding.
That was an exceptionally hilarious stream. I'm still very bad at archiving everything, but that was an exceptionally funny stream.
I have that clip
anything
somewhere.
special.
Yeah. I think I posted that to Twitter or something because I just remember that being really funny.
Yeah.
You've also got to remember Gilly telling us about Portland Boomhauer.
God.
Oh my god.
That was so bad. The thing is, it's the impression that I did sounded like it was me exaggerating. It's not exactly what it sounded
You were
like.
just doing an impression of the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not. I wasn't putting on a voice. I wasn't. I repeated what he said.
I mean, it's
I
gone
feel
down
like
in
that's
history as one
something
of the
all of
funnier
us talked
moments.
about more behind the scenes in terms of like, I don't know if that's appropriate or not, and like, nobody gave a shit. So
Yeah, we were just like, is
It's
that?
not, I mean, it's not inappropriate. I just said what he said.
Yeah,
man.
I remember
Yeah,
like
that's what
Nick
he did,
and I
I know.
being sat like, is he allowed to say that? But like, it was flowing
Is he
like
allowed
wine.
to say look both ways?
The audience were screaming. Like, as someone in the comments said, that's their favorite moment in the history of the show, and
Well-
I get it. It was a very fucking funny moment.
Look
Yeah.
both ways is the only thing. Well, no, come on, man, and look both ways are the only two phrases that I am certain he said.
I like he just bookmarked it with actual words.
Yep.
It's just it was,
My
come on,
apologies.
it was come on, man, a bunch of filler, and then look both ways.
God, fucking top tier moment.
No,
For sake.
I wish I was making this up. It's exactly what it.
I like that Anthony had to give me a call and then pass the phone over to you. Just to tell me that stupid story. And I was like, that's kind of cute and everything. But then the more I thought about it, the funnier it got. And then every time you've done it, I've just ended up like, that's too funny.
The
Too
point
goddamn funny.
The point where I knew you were a real one, Gilly, was when you were posting fucking chow porn in the chat after the fucking
Oh
Sonic
my
2
God.
retrospect. Chow! I
The
said
first-
chow.
No. The first time. Oh Jesus, I wasn't even thinking that. No, the first time that we had Gilly on, like the first thing he did when the show was over was just post a picture of Big the cat with his chub out.
I don't even remember doing this. That's the
I
best part.
remember it.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened.
I don't remember every
Oh.
shit post.
Also, one of the greatest off-the-rails moments was we were supposed to be talking about the Sonic 2 movie trailer, and I just kept posting pictures of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Robotnik naked and stuff in the chat, and I could just hear Gilly doing that high-pitched little giggle of his. And both of us were just, like, holding in our laughter as best as we could, while we all tried our best to make it through a trailer breakdown. And it was a breakdown, alright, but it wasn't of the trailer. Like, it was fucking good shit. And, of course, don't forget the fucking, Cap That Kid, which I believe came from that video as well.
I think it.
I still can't believe one of the new Pokemon is Cap's a kid.
Yeah, I saw that in fucking Scarlet recently. I was like, God, yeah, no, we just started laughing about Maria Robotnik. That's insane.
Well, that was yeah. I mean that was one of our. That's definitely one of my favorite running jokes we've had going on there. But then, America being America, and things, dark, terrible things happen around the world. Like we've also had to like kind of
Something, yeah, because something had happened like the day before an episode, and I texted the group chat and I was like, "Yo, guys, tomorrow, maybe not,
maybe not,
maybe not that."
God damn.
To be fair though, it does kind of suck. Like I don't know, like I've already kind of accepted like TMG's is not happening for me this year, but I mean it was just a year ago when I first met a lot of you guys in person. This is before Pup showed up. But
Oh, I had a
this is where-
great time.
There it is. But no, I met Suris first that day. Stumbled out of the car, went to a Wawa for the very first time. I was very excited to be at a Wawa.
You rolled. That was not a stumble. No. Tell it right. You fucking rolled out of the car.
I can't. I don't think I can do
you
that anymore.
You screamed Wawa and you rolled out of the passenger seat of my car.
It's like, wow, this is certainly a convenience store. Yeah, but then after that, both Suris and I met Wayne at the same time while we were in line to get our tickets for TMG or our passes or whatever.
Yep.
And then I think it was either later that day or the next. Probably just later that day. I messaged Gilly and we all met for the first time at lunch. And I didn't know how to introduce myself. Yeah, because like I didn't like obviously I knew who Ant Dude was, you know, in terms of like his content and everything.
Workers.
Like it was just kind of surreal seeing like Gilly the Kid and Ant Dude just like hanging out and like said hi to Gilly, say hi to Anthony. I don't know how this works.
I remember seeing Ant for the first time and like not knowing what to say, and I'm just like, oh man, I noticed we have the same IKEA desk.
Nick, if it makes you feel any better, the way that you felt is exactly how Anthony felt when I brought him in.
I believe it. Yeah, everyone just looked awkward, and like eventually that kind of melted away because we're just like we're all awkward nerds.
Because I knew everybody, and Anthony didn't really know too many people. But I started talking to Anthony, and I was like, "Come to things." All right, Pup.
Just things.
All right, Pup. We're adults.
I'm not.
We're adults, which means we can laugh at that kind of stuff and be happy about it.
We can laugh without being educated.
Yes.
There's no teacher here.
Being an adult means you can make the executive decision not to eat the crust on your pizza.
I remember the first time I met fucking Ant Dude. I wasn't entirely sure, so I was just like, you know what, lead with your normal name, not your YouTuber name. I was like, hi, my name is Will, and he's like, no, it's not, it's fucking Pup. We just fucking go up to the fucking hotel room. And then, Gilly, you're just like, this is Pup, and he's not gay.
Yep.
I remember...
that was in Caddy's hotel, wasn't it?
That wasn't at Caddy's, that was at Anthony's. No. Yeah.
No,
yeah, that was Anthony's. It was the first night. Caddy's hotel was where we'd go to the fire pit.
Gilly knows. Gilly's about to tell you.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say that Anthony still to this day, when you're not around, goes, I'm not gay.
I taught that kid everything he knows.
Oh, man.
He loves his Swedish fish.
Nobody, I swear to God.
Hey, he was the only person that accepted the offer of Swedish fish, alright? No one else would take him.
Fucking Christ,
I
dude.
kept going around to people repeatedly in the park at Boston, like, Swedish fish? No, thank you. Swedish fish? No, Anthony was the only fucking one that said yes. I swear, I feel like I'm at his funeral. I swear, like, this feels like the kind of thing I'd say at his funeral.
He was the only one that wanted my
was the
Swedish
only
fish.
one who wanted a Swedish fish in Boston. And yet, you didn't want any,
Yeah, I
Wayne,
forgot.
even though it's your favorite.
I kind of forgotten you had what am I doing?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I'm still tired. No, I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm like, there were so many conventions last year. All of them are kind of like merging together a bit here for me. It was a good time.
It's okay, take your
Everything's
time,
a
old
good time.
timer.
No, like there's TMG. What was after TMG in terms of everybody meeting? The
After
next one was that Portland.
Mag.
Oh, we did go to Sonic Revolution, where we met, like, Trey, Emmy, and everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like we met that evening, and then we just kept driving, and without any kind of sleep, and then the gallstone stuff really kicked my ass the next night.
I remember just having a great time at Bravo Land while you were just in the car dead.
Me and Anthony have texted so many times, wondering how many gallstones you're gonna have removed. Because it felt like every like 3 days. Oh yeah, Nick's getting an operation.
It was just so exhausting, dude. There was just so many stupid things. And I just never I never thought it was gonna end. Like it just like 3 times in the emergency room, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even 4. Might have been 4. Or just 3. Not just 3. Yeah, I don't know. I don't need to go through all of it again. It was a really, really rough time.
I tell you what though, you will be hard pressed to find a dog happier than Ghost was when Nick got back from the Goldstone Creamery. Like
The what?
Goldstone's Creamery.
Well, that's a new shirt. Let's get that.
Like Cold Stone?
Yeah.
Yep.
that was the idea.
God damn.
But yeah, no, that was one happy fucking dog. Like, he must have been worried.
Oh, yeah, he's a sweet boy. Man. Ugh.
So somebody needs to make Goldstone Creamery.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. At least this one was.
We need to make that
It
a
needs
shirt.
to have all of the ingredients in the ice cream that just agitates the gallbladder.
This one will go down better than
It
the
just needs to be stones. Just ice cream cones.
the very unpopular among the group. Do you want to fuck my wife shirts? Which is funny in retrospect. You gotta admit.
Can we?
It is
can we
funny,
get,
but it's
like,
it's also another YouTuber's joke at the end of the day. You know,
you know that
like we just made it worse.
you know that that one image of Thanos
What
from
the
the
fuck,
from the
wife?
comics.
Wait, no, Nick, it isn't.
Like-
He never said that in the movie.
Yeah, he doesn't say it in the
But
video.
I said, like we made it.
And the joke there is cuckolding anyway. Like, what are we making? Just like cuckolding now copyright? Sorry, Wayne. Like, just whatever shit you had to say has to go on hold right now. We got to talk about fucking wives.
People gotta get defensive about this.
There are 2 teams
I
on
mean,
this
so
table.
was the original video.
Want to fuck my wife? No, sorry. Go on, Wayne. I'm really sorry.
You know that one image of Thanos from like the Infinity War comic where he's got the gauntlet. There's like the light beams coming out of it. He's got that got that face going on. I want a T-shirt of that, but it's Nick, and in the gauntlet is just a bunch of gallstones, and it just says Nick Quest.
What does a gallstone even look like?
I mean, ask Nick, I guess.
Oh, okay. I regret googling it. Okay. Alrighty. Oh man, you were
Wow.
pissing those things out.
No, I was not pissing any of that stuff out.
Ah.
You're thinking of kidney stones.
Just in kidney stones. Done. Yeah, we've had a lot of good fucking times on the show. How long's it been? Like 2 years now,
2
then,
years.
right?
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
little thing come up saying it was our 2-year anniversary recently, so that's a
Well,
thing.
happy 2-year anniversary to us too. That's awesome.
A happy 2-year anniversary, guys. I don't know why
All right,
that's
guys.
funny to me. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention Nilk. Just stupid
we,
things that came
theory?
about by complete accident. Nilk. Wait, what was that?
Fucking D theory.
Of course. Linda.
I still love that they're actual like not charmy bees in the latest Sonic game too. It's just the fuck.
It's evidence. It's all
It's
evidence.
something. It's something. I'm sure Sonic Team's listening to every word we say.
Hey, I should promote. I should promote Pup Frontiers while I'm here.
Yeah, it's been a while. I forgot
Because-
like how much time has actually been since our last episode.
That's out, and you can play it. And you'll want to, because when he's in his super pup mode, which I call Channel Dog, rather than having a load of after images, he just has bees.
That does remind me. One of my favorite episodes we've done, like one of the I don't know if it's a full episode, just was a segment we did for an episode, was making Sonic OCs out of each other.
Oh god, I love doing that.
That was really cute. That was a good ass
I
time.
didn't understand the assignment. I just made you all edit any
Yeah,
characters.
you didn't understand the assignment
not
one bit,
understand the
but it was
assignment.
great.
Nope.
It was
still
fun.
cute.
That was a good
It was a
time.
good time.
I liked us that one night
Oh,
when we were
man.
playing Fortnite together. That was fucking wild.
Oh man.
We need to get back to doing that.
We do have some good Fortnite memories too.
I want to get back on Fortnite because they're doing the Across the Spider-Verse skins for both Miles Morales and Miguel O'Hara, so yeah,
I need.
I gotta
need
get
the-
on that.
the 2099 suit, man.
I gotta get that pack. Like, so we'll hop back on and hopefully have many more foibles to come.
I've enjoyed playing on there with the ODM gear, but it's not quite web slinging, but it's close enough.
Yeah, and it's not Spider-Man, so fuck off.
I'm looking at some of the chat here, and some people are bringing up some other great memories here. Yeah, we have Cap That Kid, we've got B Theory, we've got
Didn't-
Milk,
Was
the
Smacko
Sonic NFT.
was Smacko the winner of the Sonic NFT?
No, Letteric was.
Lederic. French.
No.
I mean, Smacko, you took it illegally.
Yeah, no,
Please delete it
Smacko.
immediately.
Yeah, get rid of that. That's not yours.
Get back.
Wait, hang on though. Yeah, no, we must have reclaimed it because everyone that joins the patron on one of the tiers actually gets the NFT anyways.
It's shared ownership of the NFT.
You can do
sure,
that.
yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
we just withdrew ownership from Lederic because NFTs are a fucking scam.
I like that we made actual stickers out of those stupid things too.
I asked my buddy Dom to put one of them on his laptop and he refused.
Oh.
But he bought his PS5 here, and I've got my PS5. And so to differentiate the controllers, on the back of my PS5 controller, I've got that sticker of the Sonic and Knuckles logo that you did, Nick.
Oh.
It looks cool as fuck. It actually really fits well on there. And then on the side of the PS5, I've got a little pup. So that way I can differentiate them. It's a cute way of doing it, I think.
It's another thing. We got to shout out. Oh, gosh, talking's hard. We do have to shout out all the amazing artists that have helped contribute to us. I mean, we have that amazing banner by Stevie, which I still adore so fucking much. Like, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And I mean, obviously, all the fan art from Ink and Smacko and everybody else. I mean, just shout out to. I'm missing so many names. Like, there's just two names.
Pernia was another one.
Pernia, yeah, Pernia. Wow, yeah, knocked it out of the park with a lot of the art for us there. Yeah.
We've also got a lot from like Bowden, Giordo, Smacko.
Yep.
Just the entire Sunset City art community.
Just amazing people. I genuinely thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. And Pup, thank you too.
What I do?
Because you're the one that puts together all the fun graphics and everything. And I know, like, when we're running late, I'm like, fuck all of it. We don't need anything right now. Well, like, I do have to tell you, like, genuinely, like, you do an amazing amount of work for a visual element for an audio show, and it's really cool. It's really good stuff, man.
Thanks, man. You'll check back to the beginning of this episode to see the special intro I made, right?
I'm going to, absolutely.
You get fucking better.
I will. Just said I would.
If you like having your kneecaps, you will. Yeah.
All that said, though, boys, super chats.
Super chats. My favorite part of the episode, counting the money.
Yeah,
I gotta
you
get
gotta get going soon, right?
In about 10 minutes. Also, I'm still on my phone. I don't think I can read super chats from there.
Oh shit.
Or maybe I can. Hold on.
We'll find out. In the meantime, Pup, you want to start us off?
Yes, Burger. So, we've got TJ Nightwolf with $100. Fuck's your problem? But thank you. Yeah, that's a very
We
generous.
are their problem. Please keep us as a problem.
It says, let's do it to it. Congratulations on 100 episodes. Thank you, TJ Nightwolf.
Thanks, Nightwolf.
Nick, you're up.
We appreciate
Burger.
you.
Xavier Fortin with 279 Canadian. Thank you so much. Happy 100, boys. Venus.
Okay, who came up with Venus, though?
I don't know. Like that. I mean, that might be fun to kind of revisit because, like, everything just kind of went wild there for a bit, and just, you know how it goes. Like, once you get that ball rolling, it becomes just a devastating snowball by the end of all of it.
There is lore. Well,
There is lore.
Suris, Burger.
Xblade02, thank you very much for the 550 Canadian. Congratulations on 100. I've been watching since episode 1 and wanted to thank you all. I always look forward to this podcast and videos from all of you. Well, thank you, Xblade.
Hell
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
X-Blade. You're fucking welcome. You know how it is. Burger.
All right.
So, Gil, can you read them or can't you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I've just...
Omega Mr. Salty with a $2.99. Thank
Yogurt mail.
You
Thank you
forgot
so
the.
much, Salty.
You forgot to mention the burger.
burger.
Burger. Wayne. Wayne.
Skipping Suris? That we're just skipping Suris?
Oh yeah.
No, we're not. Hang
No.
on. Seriously,
We-
No,
we
yeah,
fucked-
no, we did.
we
We did.
fucked up the
We
order.
did.
Did we
Source.
fuck this up?
Yeah, we did.
Fucked
We,
up the
no,
order,
my
but
bad.
But I did mine.
we still did one. Yeah.
Okay.
Your
What
Yeah,
fucking
cool.
order are we
Hey.
going in? Okay.
I don't fucking know. AKA Shoden with or Akasho
Akashoden.
AKA
Akashoden. With another $100 goddamn dollars. Jesus Christ.
Imagine being such a fucking yogurt mayo that you send in $100 without even saying anything. That's insane.
was greatly appreciated. Thank you. In terms of the order, the way we goofed it up is usually
We'll-
Wayne goes, then Gilly goes, but we had Gilly go before Wayne, so
We'll-
let's just keep going with that.
We'll do it right next. Well, I tend to do it around the table. So it
Yeah,
goes me, you, Gil, Source, and then Wayne.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it that way.
Also,
Going forward.
Wayne being dubbed Wallace did spawn from this show.
That did come here, yeah.
And
God,
it was
that
in an
one
episode.
followed me.
It was in an episode that I wasn't even in, where you guys drove him insane by giving him every name that wasn't Wayne. That could begin with a W.
I think
Including
was
your
the
own.
first one? Was the first one Watney?
There was Watney.
It started off with a
Wallace.
mispronunciation or something. Yeah. Because somebody called him Wallace.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
lost your damn mind. You lost your mind.
Because it was so fucking funny.
My favorite is Wayne is boss without the W.
Ain't his.
Ain't his
Uh,
boss.
That's my favorite one.
I still
That
just
and
love
that-
his fucking Fortnite name being Wayne is a boss.
That and Wanye cast.
And that takes on a whole new fucking meaning now.
Oh my god.
All right, so Wayne Burger.
No, he already did AKA show.
Okay, I hate my life.
Time
I
for
can't
you.
take this anymore. All right, let me
Your
try.
turn.
And
Okay.
you know what to do, pup.
I can't
Oh my
take
God.
this shit no
Enough of
more,
that.
man.
Enough of that. No
All
more
right.
of those jokes. Let's keep
So,
going.
Sonic Fan 1661 sends $2. Let's all lose some more brain flills, guys. God's sake,
That's
thank
a
you.
great place to have a typo.
What a-
done.
What a good subversion. Nick, Burger
Dang
HD.
Bramage.
We got our Paul Jamal. Thank you so much, dude. With $5. Happy B Theory anniversary. Milk Bro forever. Wallace.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Gilly, you're up with Sonic Fan.
Sonic Fan 16. So where's my birthday?
There it is.
Sonic Fan 1661 with
I got
$5. Literally less than 5 minutes in, and Pup already killed someone.
Yeah, I know. I gave you a candlelit visual, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Saurus.
Yeah, I made
It's a waxy burger.
Little Saurus, you've got a Burger HD.
cousin Roman.
Cousin Roman.
Thank you, Cone Killer Confuser, for the $5. Congrats on 100 shows, guys. A show for the modern and classic ages.
Thanks so much, dude. We really appreciate it. And I
You
think that's
ain't
the first
shitting.
time super chatter.
I believe so as well.
Yeah.
Unless you change the name. That's the first time I've seen that name, but thank you so much.
Wayne. Burger.
We got that Jordo with $5. Tears of the Kingdom is so fucking awesome. How is the game real? Also, yeah, happy 100th train derailment. Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember that time we crashed the train?
That was
Oh
funny.
yeah. That was funny. That
Hey,
was good
hey,
stuff.
remember the time we crashed the train? That was fantastic.
Oh, I remember.
I'm Imby.
Member
I
names.
remember. I remember.
Okay, so I'm up with M. Barney, who sends £2 burger. Says
20.
some 20 pounds. It was the pound that threw me off. something 100.
Would throw you off.
Something 100. Just take it. Thank you, M. Barney. Hell yeah.
Cricket, get my underwear out of your mouth.
Don't give up ammunition.
I just remember the time. I was just sat at the fucking dinner table eating something, and I just see her joyfully pull one of Nick's socks out of the game room. And I'm just like, what did you achieve there? Thanks. Good job.
Fuck's sake, Cricket. Go lay down. Hi, Ghosty. Oh, God, your tail is so loud. Everyone go lay down. Yeah.
I fucking love those tails, man. I fucking love them.
Little whiplashies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Dad can't take you on walks right now. Dad is a broken old man.
The funniest shit ever is when Cricket walks too close to Ghost's ass, and he just whips her in the little fucking face with his tail, and she's like, oh, God, oh, fuck, what the fuck?
Every fucking time one of the cats gets behind Chip, and they just get thwapped.
I just love that instant regret moment.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And fucking
Okay,
Cricket deserves to feel regret. Sorry.
I can,
All right.
I can do one more.
Okay.
All right.
Well-
So let's roll through this real quick for
Nick
me, and then we'll leave
Barker.
with Billy. So JP with $5. Thank you so much, dude. Hey guys, took 100 EPs, but finally able to support. Keep up the haha funnies. You guys have been a highlight of my weeks since episode 1 to 100 plus more. Thank you so much. JP.
Hell yeah, JP.
Really appreciate it.
You ain't
All right,
kidding.
Gilly, last one.
Burger.
Burger HD.
Boat B with $10. I could leave a heartfelt. Fuck! I could leave a heartfelt message for. I could leave a heartfelt message for episode 100, but instead, I will tell Pup that I purposely drew your avatar without pants for the collab because you keep pointing it out, so I keep doing it.
That sounds like sexual harassment.
That sounds like what you deserve.
What the fuck?
Wow.
The speed at which that whipped out.
Jesus
Oh,
fucking Christ.
no.
Sorry, that was impulse. I regret
God
my phrasing.
damn. Whoa.
And time
I
for the
don't at
100
all.
Okay, guys, I got
Time
it.
for the 100th age.
Farewell, Gilly.
Now, Gilly.
See,
I hit the old dusty trail.
The
Later,
old dusty trail.
go hit the Oregon Trail and die of sleep apnea.
Die
Not
of
even best
I
is scary.
a homeless man stabbing me in the head.
Oh, so you're going to Portland?
Yes. I said you said Oregon Trail, yes. Bye.
Farewell,
Alright,
Gilly.
dude.
You know, whenever I climb those craggly mountains in Breath of the Wild, I just think Oregon, USA.
That's fair.
So,
Just go lay down, buddy. Your tail is ridiculous. Holy shit.
it's so cute. I can hear him drumming. That's adorable. Little cousin
boy.
Roman.
I'm sorry. I need 1 second. Somebody posted a picture of the Tails figure from Sonic Prime, and like it's just a straightforward shot, like with his face facing the camera, and it just says, "Why does it look like it's from Robot Chicken?" It absolutely does.
It does, yeah. No, that frown. Yeah, it absolutely
It's
does.
because it
Holy
looks like
shit.
his little eyelids as well have just been stuck on, like,
Yeah.
bits of craft paper. Okay, so, cousin Roman, you are up. Burger.
No.
Just read the fucking-
Erwin Guara? I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the $5. You took my super chat virginity, and I do not regret it, though I do regret missing episode 69. Keep on keeping, boys.
Hell yeah, Owen, thank you. I mean, you can watch episode 69 at the very least on demand. That one is the hottest Sonic characters episode.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a great episode. That was a great episode.
Lots of audience participation on that one as we had some polls
Yeah.
and some votes. It was a team
a lot
effort.
of truths came out that day. A lot of like that was the ultimate for everybody. I'm not a furry,
But
Well, that was the episode where Wayne came out as someone who just likes the fucking humans in the Sonic universe, which is just, you sick fuck.
there's a lot of people that really just want to egg down on Eggman.
look, Topaz, okay?
Again, like, as I was saying to Trey, you know, you go to the place, you try the cuisine, you know, you can get hamburgers at home, you know?
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Just expand your gullet? No, that's not the word. Palate. Palate.
Expand my
Your
palate.
expand
Bruce,
your
what's my sexual
gullet.
awakening, you fuck?
You know, I don't need a lot to expand in that case.
As passionate as you SA2 fucking fans are, I believe it. Like I said, like you either went the Shadow route or the Rouge route. That entire generation.
Yep.
You guys are one or the other. You hungry little fucks. Good for you.
But what if
Good for you.
sexy?
I earned all A ranks on Rouge's missions to get that outfit, and I'm
Which one
okay
is
with
it? Are you
that.
talking about the skimpy one or the bondage one?
The bondage one.
I like the bondage one best
From-
because I initially thought it was like a little superhero outfit, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. We got something in common.
God, I'm tired.
Okay, so Wallace, you ready?
Yeah. No.
Are you ready now?
Yeah. All right. Miles the Prower with $5. Happy 100 gamers. Hopefully, I'll see you guys at the urinals before the next 100.
Oh, there's a story there. I kept a promise.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, the piss
That's
meeting.
right. No, I was trying to remember. Like that was Sonic Revolution last year. Like just so
Yeah.
hell-bent on taking a
No,
taking a picture at the
it was
urinal.
because I joked on one of the prior streams. I was like, yeah, you meet me in the fucking urinals and yeah, we'll take a picture together.
Oh,
And,
okay.
He clearly remembered that, and I kept my word. We got our pictures taken in the urinals. Nick also did it too, but it was funny because I was guarding Nick's table and someone was like, are you the Game Apologist? I was like, no, he'll come back, but he's right now taking pictures with fans in the toilet. And the kid didn't laugh or anything. Like, there was no laughter, no nothing. It was just, okay. And then left was like, ah, fuck. Oh, God, what have I done? Now I've made Nick sound like some kind of...
You had just said yes without changing your voice whatsoever.
Imagine watching the Game Apologist and then just having the lack of a sense of humor like an old man. Oh, wait.
Oh.
No, but yeah,
Oh, no.
I got asked that a lot that day because it was your stand.
I just didn't want to sit still. I remember that. Yeah, I was destroyed afterwards, though. I did not account for how much energy was actually being used.
And you ate a big
Like-
sandwich. You had
I mean, yeah.
gallstones.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die that night. It was excruciating pain. Like I passed out in a fucking hotel bathroom.
But at
Really
least you
bad.
died with your buddy by your side, eh?
You
Yeah.
felt
Just went out the
every
Elvis way.
drop, every drop of grease that went into your gullet. You felt for days.
If he had died, I would have just been like, well, this is a mess. I just got here.
Boy, howdy, this is sure inconvenient.
Oh man.
Could have picked
now
a better
what?
day to die.
Also, if I accidentally interrupted anything, I accidentally kicked my headphone out of my ear, so, like, sorry.
You're good.
All right, so, I
Who's up
get
next?
it's my turn, I think. I've got I've got that Jordo with $5. Speaking of the collab, I'm still nowhere near done with putting everything together. Y'all will find out when it's done.
That sounds like a threat.
No rush. Hell yeah, I'm ready to see it. But just if Boaton's draw me without pants, just vandalize it. Just to pour some pants on there, you know? I know artist integrity and that, but like I am the art. So
Draw an octo dick.
Or
Just
do-
a
or do that, yeah.
hellspawn Fucking
Kinda
Cthulhu ass dick. Yeah.
Have you guys
fucking
you
dick.
guys should check the back rooms.
Want to do that?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
we
I
did.
saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
awesome.
already
Something
reviewed
I
I
can
did
do.
not see this.
Oh well, I guess
Ozcan put together. Yeah, Ozcan put together a beautiful piece of art.
I'll throw it up on
Oh.
screen.
Yeah.
I love Sally at the top.
Yeah.
And the
Actually,
big-
really well done, Sally too.
The big skeleton.
In the Catechris Spyro video where there's a bunch of us at the end, Nick, you drew yourself and like tying me up and putting a Sally costume on me.
Yep.
And somebody in the comments was tagging everybody that was in it, and they said that was Trav.
They have no idea how tall that dude is.
Dude,
Plus, I thought
Trav's,
that was Trav.
Trav's a big boy.
Oh, there's
He's
that
a-
fucking
yeah.
gamer juice as well. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Look great.
Oh,
Never
this is
forget your gamer juice.
badass, Alfred.
All right. Is it my turn then?
I can't remember. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
You just said Burger HD, so it's my turn. Erwin Guerra,
No.
thank you so much for the $5. Have you guys played Dark Cloud? I enjoy the weapon system there, where you can quickly repair weapons with repair powder and a quick select system. It's been a very, very, very long time, and I only ever like touched it a bit. But it was, ironically enough, back in the day, considered or not, or was trying to be pitched from a few ad campaigns that it was going to be a Zelda killer.
It's been a very
didn't
long
work.
time, and I've only touched it a little bit. Story of my life.
That would be a fun game to revisit, though, for sure. Especially Dark Cloud 2. Dark Cloud 2 is a exceptional game. I love the art direction in that game.
There are good things about Dark Cloud.
It's good shit,
I wanna
from what I remember.
play that superhero card game again, but I can't remember what it's called. I just think of it as the Sokovia Accords now.
Oh yeah. With Dustin here, that was a good time. That was a really good time.
The Sokovia Accords.
Was it the Versus series?
Nah. You had to like imagine your own superhero and then present it as like a solution to a situation. And
Okay.
Mrs. Apologist, just he just kind of jumped on the Sokovia Accords, and it just fucking became a running gag.
Yeah, it was good times.
Oh, so twin gun.
Oh yeah. I like that he stopped even trying to convince you.
I had to like
one
elect
person
someone.
plays a judge.
Yeah. I had to elect someone president, and like they had to both fight for. The three of them had to fight for presidency, and Dustin just comes up with twin gun. It's like, so your defense strategy? I got 2 guns.
What are you going to improve with? Going to get 3 guns. Like you try to keep giving him like leading questions too, in terms of like here's how you could pitch it to me to win this, and he just refused. He
wasn't interested in winning. He was interested in integrity, and I respect it.
I respect it too.
Okay.
Right,
so Suris.
That Jordo, thank you very much for the $5. You can repair weapons with Rock Octoroks, you can prolong weapon durability with Fuse, and the big secret weapons can be bought if they break. Options, I guess.
Yeah, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
it's always going to bother me. It's always going to bother me, like the end of those runs where you get like a special weapon after you get one of the divine beasts sorted out.
Yeah.
This is one of a kind. This is from 100 years ago. Oopsie doopsie, broke it. I'll buy another one.
Yep. This was Mifa's special spear. It's always going to be located right about here-ish.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah, no, I have my thoughts about it. Okay. We got Go Kenji with 2 chafes. After Mario, it is a Zelda stream now.
Franks. They are Franks.
Chafes.
Doesn't look like any Frank I've ever met.
Quite frankly.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
I used to have a step granddad
break
called
off.
Frank, and he was like the most old man ever. Like he was the oldest guy. Like he wasn't that old, but like my god, he gave off the illusion of being very old. Lot of complications. Just incredibly old. He's not old anymore though. So that's
Like Nick?
no, dude. Like think like Nick on steroids. Like that would be Frank.
Or a Nick that needs more steroids.
Frank was just terminally old. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
How did he die? Old.
no, really, it's like
What were
that.
the comorbidities? Old.
And then when I found out that like when he died, he was only like 80 or something, I was like, really, just that? I thought man was like 186 because he was just that fucking old. But anyways,
I love how this man Nick is just like, I hurt my back. Don't get old. My dear friend telling me to die young.
you don't get. I got a solution for that right now. Okay, so we got Kale Bennett with $5. It's been 2 years. When is this damn sun gonna set?
That's right up there for me with there's been how many games? Did the devil cry or not?
I thought this was the Final Fantasy.
Ah, man. That was good shit. But, idiot. There was Nightfall City that one time, remember? Idiot. Yeah.
True.
Give me more money, idiot. But thank you.
Plus, at the end of every show, we say, sporadically at the end of some shows, inconsistently, we say, the sun has set on Sunset City.
Yeah, but that's a bad outro. We replaced it with the skeleton, remember?
It just sounds so fucking corny. You
Yeah,
know,
the sun is setting on the sun.
I think it sounds kind of cute.
Okay, well, was it who's up? Was it
Fine.
was it Suris?
I think it's Service.
Was it Suris?
I think it is me. I think
Okay,
it is Mr.
was
SP.
Suris?
Yeah. Oh God, it's a cock.
Hell yeah.
Mr. SP, thank you for the 519. Happy 100, boys. Nice to see everyone alive and well for this belated milestone. Quick question. Is anyone still keeping a death count?
More like belated
think we ever-
gallstone.
I don't think we started keeping a death count, but we probably should.
Burger.
I mean, who all has died?
You?
You
actually,
several
All of
times.
us.
All of us
I've
at
died
one
once or
point.
twice. Suris has died once, I think.
Twice.
Really?
I believe I have missed 2 episodes, so I've died twice.
That many? I thought you were more of the constant. Huh. I guess I overestimated you.
Yeah,
Gilly's
That's
never
what's
missed an episode.
even the ones he wasn't here for.
Yeah. Burger. Wait, no, wait, wait, not that one. There's another one before that one. How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this?
And again, what?
How do I
What?
get
What
rid of
the
this?
What the fuck are you doing?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put something else next to the one you gotta read. Okay, you get 2 burger, you get Burger HD. Okay.
Okay, Sonic fan 1661 with $2. Time to time to kiss Uranus.
Uranus Island. Okay, leave it alone, Suris. Come on, man.
No.
All right, I'm
Is
up.
that like a Sean Connery? I'm the
Kiss Uranus.
I'm
I've
gonna
got-
say degrading things about women.
I've got Shadow
Whoa.
Nextia with 14 Australian dollars. Who sends, first time ever catching it, Burger. Guys live, had to be there for the big 100. Gotta love time zones. You guys make my painful job just that little bit less insufferable. Make shifts go by quicker. Also, Burger. The hell yeah. Thank you, Shadow Nexa. Means a lot to
Glad
us.
we can help. Glad we could help. It's torturous, like doing jobs where you have to be front facing all the time. So I hope you have some semblance of solace when you're like, you can just do a job and listen to something else for a little bit.
It's like we're there with you, suffering alongside you.
But we're not. We're having a great time. And you're not.
Hmm.
I'm real sorry about that. I can't change it. Burger.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So that Jordo back again. Thank you so much, dude. $2. Biggest news was Kishimoto's likes on Twitter. Oh,
All I'm
I
saying
heard
is-
about this.
Oh my God,
What
an adult
happened?
likes porn.
Let him.
Yeah,
let
I
him
feel like
fuck.
that was. I feel like people forgot about that because it wasn't a fucking big deal, and everybody was blowing it way out of proportion because it's a
Oh my
completely normal
God!
thing for adult people to do.
An adult likes other naked adults? What the fuck is the world
Yeah.
coming to?
Let my
Is that
man.
news?
Let my man do what he needs to do. In fact, I want to see more of that in his likes.
Look,
all right.
he can't crank out Sonic games if he doesn't crank out a bit first.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Just remember, people are people.
I remember
No
the
matter
time
what they do
Samuel
with
L.
their job,
Jackson.
People are people.
Remember Sam Jackson when he fucking.
No,
Well, he did it too.
Cool.
like porn.
Yeah.
On
Whoa.
Twitter.com.
See. Whoa.
Good for him.
Jesus.
All right.
All right.
So.
Thank you very much, Go Kenji, for the 5 whatever those are.
Franks. They're Franks.
Yeah, look, there are Franks in my freezer, and they don't fucking look like that.
Ugh.
Do you think
I
that the
think
new?
the kids call those glizzies nowadays.
Oh,
I'm going to pretend you're the New York Knicks.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't hear that word again. That word just makes me feel weird.
Read the fucking
Do
thing.
you think that the new playable characters in Frontiers will have their own leveling tree, including lives, rings, speed, and attacks? I don't think they're going to be.
What
that
do you
ambitious.
mean tree? I think you mean straight line, but bent in
Yeah,
a
it's
few
not a tree.
places.
I've played a lot of MMOs. I know what a tree looks like. That ain't it.
It's a straight
No.
line that looks a bit like a tree.
That's a Walmart Christmas tree you get for like $10.
It'd be sick if they did have a little level up system, though. But
It's not even a Christmas tree. It's an advent calendar that stops a week and a half into the fucking month of December.
you know
It's
what
an
I
advent
thought of,
calendar
though?
that makes you feel like you can get chocolate at different days, but it's actually a lie.
Something I kind of thought of, though, was how in Breath of the Wild, the stamina meter, like, when you first start the game, is just pathetic. Like, they should have done that with, like, the boost. Like, level up so you get more time boosted. I don't know. Feels like one of the things I guess they could have maybe looked into for the leveling up the speed, because when you level up speed, you don't really get anything.
It's I don't know. Frontiers is one of those things where it's okay as it is. Like, I mean, I've had my misgivings with it, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, I had a great time with the game. And that said, though, if the next game is like a carbon copy of this in terms of everything we've discussed, like freezing midair with blocking attacks or combat not being touched up, or the leveling just being as straightforward and boring and quick to unlock, then I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have a big problem. Like, I just hope they learn the right lessons next time, because that's the actual genuine fear with Sonic Team, right? Like, we have good ideas in place, and usually you guys are starting to move towards something really special, but you fuck up at the finish line.
Or you
Like,
throw the
right
baby
before
out
you
with the
master it.
bathwater.
But like, they don't. I mean, they don't even do that though. Like, the boost formula has been the boost formula this entire time. And yeah, they threw out Lost World completely because they put it on a failed system, trying to give Mario fans more Mario when they didn't need more
But
Mario.
also, like, that was an attempt at throwing out the boost formula, which was only really brought back for Forces because...
I would argue potentially not.
You think it was always
though.
intended as just like a spin-off, maybe?
I mean, I can't say for sure. Like, who can really, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, like, as much money is in that, like, as you can see in that game, I can see it being that way. Absolutely. And like, Boom also was like, they're being like weirdly ambitious in strange ways after Generations. Like, if all that praise, they're like, fine, let's go wild and crazy kids and let's try some new ideas. And all of those ideas just fell fucking flat. So you might be right. Like, it could just be them kind of returning to the boost formula.
It would have made a world of sense to, after Generations, just do more of that. Take the exact same gameplay framework for the modern stages and just do a whole lot more of that. It would have made so much sense. I don't know how that didn't happen.
I give Forces a lot of grief, but actually looking at it from that perspective, that does make a lot more sense. That does feel like a game that was never intended to be made, right? That feels like well, none of this worked.
It's
We
like
gotta go
trying to
back
just
what we
claw
know.
back all the goodwill you can in one go. But it's
Yeah.
like you're rushing it,
I think-
and that's the
I
problem.
think we can all agree. Like, there's no way in hell like Forces was worked on that frequently between. Well, maybe it was though. When
I mean, the
Lost World come
Zippo
out?
leak thing, I think it was Zippo anyway, said that they were working on like an adventure remake, but then after Boom, they got cold feet and just wanted to stick to what they know works for definite, and Generations got good scores, so they decided to jump into that instead and just do a very last-minute thing. But I don't know what to believe because there's nothing official. Like, I mean, to be honest, we're never gonna officially hear about the failure of Sonic Forces. Like, whenever it
might.
comes to official marketing, it's all got to be positive.
We might, like, we do know a lot of what happened with 06 now, you know? Like,
I
we
guess.
know a lot of that story behind the scenes, because eventually, yeah, like, time passes and then like the devs are gonna like be like, yeah, like, we can talk about it. Who gives a shit? There's no NDAs I have to worry about with Sega anymore.
That's the thing I
At the
found.
same time, though, Sonic 06 was kind of like legendary across the entire game community for
Yeah.
negative reasons. Nobody
Yeah.
gives a shit about Sonic Forces.
Yeah, it's much more documented in the case of 06. But, I mean, I thought, okay, with Forces, it was just cobbled together out of existing assets. That's why you got Green Hill and shit. But going back to it after being familiar with the Generations assets, particularly through Frontiers, they made brand new assets for Green Hill Zone, and I wonder why the fuck they would waste their time with that.
There's still a lot of reuse assets that have just been arted up a bit. I don't
It's
know what
more
the
things
proper
like
term is.
trees, but when you look at like the grass, they've got a brand new grass system in place. They've got
Sure.
different rock structures, and it's like, oh my god, why did you waste your time making the same thing you made earlier? Like,
Well, we do know why. I mean, if we go by this line of thinking here, the idea isn't really trying to impress Sonic Generation fans. It's more just, I think this will do good enough where we're not going to get torn apart by the mainstream media in terms of gaming reviews and everything. Because they didn't. They're like, it's all right. It's another Sonic game. It's fine. Whatever.
yeah, like that was one of those rare occasions where game journalists were actually soft on Sonic compared to the rest of like the Sonic people.
I'll be real. I think after the whole IGN thing, like what helped kickstart off my bullshit and everything, and I think just gamers in general that get ultra sensitive about their favorite franchises that have been around for way too fucking long. I do think a lot of them they kind of balance between like being really in depth and like having a proper conversation about something versus let's not rock the boat too much.
Yeah.
So I would imagine some of that is still just being a little ass kissy to a fan base they don't want to piss off, because like what, like who ultimately cares at the end of the day? Like if a parent reads this for their kid, they're gonna get what they want out of it. If a hardcore Sonic fan reads it, well, let's just not offend them then. Everybody else in between, like who actually cares? Like who genuinely cares?
I kind of
Game
get it
does
at the same time. Like, it's the difference between, I suppose, doing a review for the sake of trying to make the review into a form of analysis or kind of in its own right art, I suppose, versus like, okay, do you recommend it though? Because that's the thing, is like, there's still a small like section of people that I could safely recommend Forces to. I wouldn't recommend it before other games, but like if someone found it in a bargain bin, was like, hey, should I play this? I'd be like, I mean, how cheap is it? You know, like,
Yeah.
it's not worth the price they often charge for it. That's one thing I can safely say. But
Yeah,
okay,
I agree completely.
I think little Billy will find it to be pretty epic and cool, so yeah, go for it. Alright, well, I don't know how we got to that, but
I don't either, but we actually stayed on a Sonic point for a change. Good for us.
who's up with way past Cool Kid? Shall we just reset the ticker, or do we remember?
Was it me last?
Yeah, I could take the next one, I guess.
Go on then, Wayne.
No.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Wayne.
Wayne's turn. It's Wayne's
Take
turn.
it.
Okay. Way past Cool Kid with $8.99. Happy hundo, boys! I'm so proud of you guys. Hashtag boobs.
She loves boobs. She loves boobs.
Go get him.
Fucking get it! Hell yeah, thank you, way past Cool Kid.
Very much appreciated.
Baby Ghosty, Dad can't move his. Oh no, I can't move my back very well. Come on, buddy.
So I'm up
Already had to
with...
get up twice for these guys, and it's killing me.
Okay. I got Go Kenji with 5 francs. Says, would you prefer Moibus or cartoon humans as NPC in the next game? Or like me, both. Bring back the Chow Garden. What do we think?
So
boys?
just bring back all the things that people want to bring back.
Bring it back
particular generations.
all at once.
I mean, I think
All at once.
if we
I mean,
had...
Mobians. Obviously, they meant Mobians here, not Mobius, but
I mean, if they, I read it as Moibans, but if
God.
we...
Moibles.
If we were to have a game that would span across the different islands and the different continents, I would definitely like both. I think it would be good to have a game that does actually establish that rather than just having to rely on the Tails Tube. Because, yeah, the Tails Tube says animals inhabit islands, humans inhabit continents. That's a fair logic. So why can't we have both in one game? Have a Sonic World adventure where he maybe starts off on the island. There's an excuse to bring back Green Hill if you really want to say it's his home. And he could jettison out to one of the continents for a big adventure or something.
yeah. The problem with Sonic, and I don't think we ever in this community
The
talk about it a
problem
whole
with
lot.
Sonic.
I think this was kind of genius in terms of what they did with Tails Tube about talking about the Mobians being more island based. Because with that strict limitation Sonic has very well established, like he does not do well with water, that does restrict a lot of his personal movement, because otherwise, like, what would stop him from just like zipping from one end of the world to the other in one single game?
I mean, he can run on water, to be fair, but I suppose No one ever asked, does he run out of breath? Like, can he get tired?
I mean,
That Sonic game would be like, no, never. He's perfect.
He does in the movies. There's a bit where he fucking runs out of fucking breath when the Death Egg robot's attacking.
And there's also in IDW during Metal Virus where he starts to just peter out.
Which I loved. I absolutely love seeing that because they even say that and there's like, is this what it's like when other people run?
Yep, be funny if he's just chugging Monster Energy like intermittently throughout the
Oh my god,
throughout the issues.
God's sakes. Yeah, definitely known for runners, long distance runners. Definitely known for putting down horrific amounts of energy drinks.
Oh yes, when I apply my logic to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
Yeah, what does he look like? Suris? The rules
chili
of
dogs,
evolution.
Too. I mean, it goes as well as chili dogs, right? For fuck's sake.
Also, classic Sonic being such a fat little fuck.
Good little. I don't think it's a weight problem. I think that's just what a hedgehog looks like naturally. Good for him.
This is what the ideal hedgehog looks like.
I ain't saying it's a
may
problem.
not like it.
I'm not saying
That's
it's
what they
a.
look like over there, right?
I'm not saying it's a problem, but he's a fat little fuck.
He's a sweet baby boy. All right.
See, this is how you get people to be nice to people. Is you just gotta insult them. It's what I do with Tom Topics. Okay.
It's your turn, bub.
It is? Oh, hell yeah.
Or anyway, or is it Suris? Did I do the last one?
No, I read the last one, actually, because I had Moibus.
Yeah, because you said
Oh,
Moibus.
yeah.
Okay, so
my
Burger
fault.
Nick.
All right, XBlade02 with 220 Canadian. Thank you so much. Pup, cut a Portland Adventures release date?
We gotta get the theatrical cut out first. But, you'll get the pup cut. I know exactly how I'm gonna time it with the music and everything. It's gonna be brilliant.
Pup's not cut.
Suris, your turn.
Burger.
Black Hat 0061. Thank you very much for the $9.99. Happy 100 in Spider-Man 1 with Thanksgiving Man's plans made. Do you think Osborn started a building fire so he can ambush Spider-Man inside, or was it already burning and he seized the opportunity?
So wait, in Spider-Man
I think it was
1,
already.
No, wait. Are we talking about when he goes into Aunt May's home and is like, finish it?
No.
No.
When...
Okay, yeah, no, the building
This
fire.
This is when he does the whole like pretending he's a woman in distress thing.
Yeah, okay, right, my bad. Yeah, I think he started that fire. Or
they
maybe
clearly defined it as a split personality, so I would say that was Goblin's intention, and I would say Osborn had just Thanksgiving plans.
Unless he didn't, and it was always burning since the world's been turning.
Or that.
You're laughing. You find it funny. Burger.
All right, Wayne.
Don't you?
Oh. It just Christ, there's so many of these.
It's the one with the burger.
So get reading.
Come on, Wayne. Got a
Oz
burger
can't
after it. Yeah. There it is.
With $10. Oh, 100 is here in May. Well, here's $10 to celebrate today. From milks of green men to borgas of dog, and fight over a blue hedgehog. Enjoy drinks of gamers. Hope we continue to not get lamer.
He is a poet, isn't he? He's a true
Cheers,
poet.
Ozjam. Cheers, y'all. With our nilks and our gamer juice.
Like a
Ozjam
bunch
now.
of Vikings. Hell yeah. Alright,
Ozjam.
burger. Oh, it's me. Kitnari DeFox. Howdy, y'all. Sends £10, sorry. Bucks. $10. Howdy, y'all. Congrats on 100. Sorry for my last patron question. I get anxious when doing stuff like this. Anyways, have any of you played Pizza Tower yet? If so, thoughts. If not, you should try it.
I have.
I haven't, so I should try it.
I really
have
want
played
to.
it.
That's one of those games where it's like too many people are talking about it. Like there's no way there's not going to be a physical edition, and when they do one, it's going to have stupid pizza themes. So I will play it.
I not only adore that game from what of it that I've played, but the soundtrack fucking slaps.
It looks really good. It looks like a lot of fun.
I loved Wario Land 4 growing up, and it is literally just what if Wario Land 4 had a couple more mechanics and just went absolutely wild with its theming. Let's go.
How about that? It's a different game, but I did mention it to you guys in chat at some point. But a game I recently finished up was Dredge. Really, really good little game. It's like a horror fishing game. And don't wave it off if you're not a fishing fan. I'm not either. Not at all. It's a lot of fun. You're just exploring a lot of islands with this tiny little boat. And
Sounds good for Wayne.
yeah, it's really, really, really good. It's a short little game, but I still ended up just like finishing up my encyclopedia and finding all these creepy little docks with little mysteries everywhere. It's a fun little game. You play a boat. You just
Nick.
don't go any ideas. It's just you just play a boat. That's all you do, but it's still fun.
Nick, have you heard of Dinopunk yet?
I have not.
It is cyberpunk a cyberpunk world where dinosaurs were the ones that evolved instead of the humans.
So
And
Mario, the Mario movie.
it's the Mario movie.
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
Game's not out yet, but I got a key from the people who made it because they want me to play it on stream.
Very cool.
Nick, I genuinely like that movie.
Right up your alley.
Stop groaning.
I know you do, dude, and no judgments there. Like
It's got style, all right? It's got style.
I get you.
No, I'll like what I want to like, all right?
I didn't argue any of that.
No, you can't handle it. I like the movie.
Oh my god.
I hate that noise. That's the worst noise you make. I fucking hate that noise. I despise that
Does it
noise.
like I say it a lot? I don't do it a lot.
You do it every time.
No, I do not.
Once an episode, the last few
Yeah,
times
well,
you've
you know a
done
noise you make a lot is...
That's just him being old.
Yo, fuck you. Yeah. Gotcha. there.
Why are you judging him for being the old?
As if we don't always do that.
He's not even that much older than any of us.
Now that's the
it.
joke.
Yeah,
That's
so
the funny
be
part.
Careful, because I'm not kidding. Like
You ain't
I
kidding?
really threw out my back horrifically.
What
like
did you
2 days
do?
ago. It was tortoise related again.
Yeah, I know you
Like,
climbed
he,
into a hole, but like, what did you do that caused it to?
You just moved.
I don't know if I might have been moving too much because like I was moving a lot of rocks around. I was doing a lot of yard work, and then like because my tortoise usually lives inside during the winter, but every now and then there's a bit of an accident if I don't get him outside early enough, and it's gross. So I was so fucking tired of trying to clean stuff up for him. So it got really hot out here this way. So finally just let him hang out, and he finally started digging a burrow again. So I was like, good. That means you're an outside tortoise for the next few months. Have a good time. Like if he's not banging at the door, that means he just wants to be outside.
Are you sure
which
this
I love.
whole thing is not just a big misunderstanding?
No, I'm not done. yet. The
That
problem
your
is-
back is actually just fine and it doesn't hurt at all.
What?
Anyway, so his burrow, unfortunately, is near our neighbors, and I was very worried that he would dig into the neighbor's yard. And sure enough, like I had to crawl in there because he can dig a lot, and it led towards under the fence for the neighbor's yard. So I had to go down there with a big rock and just stop any forward movement there if he was going to keep digging. Like he just has to dig towards my yard.
Yeah.
And on the way out of that hole, I don't know, something just tweaked in my back as I was trying to pull myself up. And yeah, now I'm it's whatever. It's just hard to get
Goddamn.
up and down there. It's how it goes. It's like the second time that's happened in the last 3 months too. Because like last time I just picked him up the wrong way.
Just a very fragile fella.
Yeah, but again, like not too much older than the rest of you guys. So just
That's just
do
because
your
I'm a
stretches.
big, strong alpha male, you know?
Do your stretches. Do your stretches.
Do
Take care of
your
yourself,
stretches.
everybody.
All right, so
All
we've
right.
probably got to
But
speed
I
through
already
these.
go to the gym. Why do I got
Yeah.
to just
We-
two?
We probably
We
need to
got
be...
a lot left, so let's rock.
Yeah,
and roll.
let's not procrastinate. Let's not dilly-dally now. So, who's up with Sonic Fan 1661?
I can go ahead and get that one. Sonic Fan
Parker.
1661. Thank you for the. That feels like that's not where that's
Weird.
supposed. To... Oh,
yeah,
I
you
see.
no, you
Because
put
I-
them both in the same chat, you fucking fool. But sorry, go on.
It's fine. It's whatever. Sonic Fan 1661. Thank you for the $5. Every time I see Supersonic do that shadow clone thing when watching Frontiers videos, it gives me chills. One of my favorite moments in the series. I'm not gonna lie, I'm right up there with you.
Oh yeah, I
Great
fucking
time.
love that thing.
Great time. That first fight was something special.
Shit's
I'm glad I
badass
didn't have that
already.
roll. All right.
Night still
Wayne.
better. Burger.
Oh, we got it. Daleks.
The evil Dleargs.
Daleks.
You're always the one whining about getting out of here on good time. Read.
$4.99. Congrats on 100 episodes. Been listening since
He's so
the early
submissive.
episodes, and I'm really happy the show is still going strong.
Thank you so much.
Won't be
dude.
for long
Really
if
appreciate it.
Wayne keeps being a little bitch.
Hey, he's submissive and readable.
God damn.
All right, I'm up with Astonishing Red with $19.99. Most developers really nailed down their formula in multiple games before shifting their titles to open world, i.e. Zelda. But Sonic Team never seemed to quite figure out or define what 3D Sonic was before moving to open world. I don't know though, I feel like they chose it. You know, like, it was kind of like Ready or Not, they've chosen it. Like, I think, as far as Sega were concerned, by forces, it was like, Boost is the thing, Boost is what Sonic is, and now let's put Boosty Sonic in an open world, you know? But at the same time, I understand that perspective, but at the same time, I think putting Sonic in an open world, regardless, was just a really smart idea, just because, man, it covers a lot of ground, you know? Like, but, I don't know. But thank you for the 1999 super chat. Hell yeah! Anyone else
Yeah,
got
that
any
was the
thoughts
original. The original idea of Sonic was taking something that was very well established, the platformer, and just dialing up with style, speed, and just this joy of having this wild, uncontrollable thing and doing something new with it. And honestly, like, that's why Sonic fans, I feel like, are as isolated as they are in terms of their favorites with the franchises, because, like, if once you master, like, I'll just speak from a classic perspective here. If once you master, like, all the loops and everything, and just the satisfaction of, building up your speed and keeping it and everything else like that, it's really hard to kind of go back to, like, Mario sometimes. Like, as good as those levels are designed and they're, like, peak perfection, like, there are some Mario games where, like, halfway through I'm like, I'm kind of just bored. I have that problem with every Kirby game. Like, I love every Kirby game. I'm always excited for a new one, but, like, I get halfway through a lot of them, I'm like, I'm good.
I think it's
I
like
get it. I'm
this
good.
I never
philosophy.
finished Forgotten Land.
I
But
love Forgotten Land.
it's a good game, but, like, again, like, it's just very slow. Like, everything just feels slow after Sonic, and, like, even now, like, I don't think they perfectly nailed the idea of what Sonic should be in my personal preferences for an open world. But even then, like, they still prove Sonic's just fun. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with 3D Sonic as an idea. And I know a lot of pundits have said, like, well, the philosophy of Sonic just doesn't work in this setting. Like, well, fuck off. You're
Yes,
just
it
not trying
fucking
hard
does.
enough.
Yeah, absolutely does. I think it's one of
Yeah,
those things
good.
as well, though, where, like, again, why people have such polarizing, like, favorites and is simply because the fundamental philosophy of Sonic, more so than anything else, more so than speed, more so than momentum, adventure, boost, whatever the fuck, something that transcends all of that is the whole point with Sonic is it's a platforming game where just the act of just moving around and being in control of the character is the main appeal. It just feels good. It doesn't matter what fucking flagpole you're trying to jump on or how many moons you're trying to grab. Just being Sonic is reward enough. And that, I think it's cool to see how different games approach that philosophy differently, be it in the very earned momentum style of the classics, or the adventure style, or even fucking Heroes, which I think is a fucking difficult to control mess of a fucking game. It's still got its merits. I think the reason why Forces is so egregious is because I don't know if I enjoy playing as Sonic because I don't get the fucking chance to actually do anything as him. So that's why I think making the jump to open world, regardless of the gameplay style, made a lot of sense because it gives us a chance to actually be really, really in control of him, more so than ever before.
And I would also push back in terms of, like, really nail down the formula, because when we're talking about Zelda, because Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild, they are not the same game at all. Like, there are definitely Zelda elements to it, but, like, that's an entirely different play style compared to the Ocarina styled things. And I would argue that even though there's, like, I'd say even comparably, there's probably more comparisons to Adventure and Boost. But even then, like, it's hard to say that those are the same games. So
I feel
don't
like
know.
the earliest pitch for Sonic Frontiers, particularly if they were doing it right, should have been not Sonic's now going to do the open world genre. It should have been Sonic needs more space. And I think that's a good place to kind of branch off of, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been on this one for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, Burger, Nick, you're up.
All right, Dragon Fruit. Thank you so much for the $5. Why is that funny? That's a
Why is
common
that funny?
fucking
That's
trait.
a-
Dragon D's
I don't know.
roots across your
Just a
face.
fruit, mate.
Hey guys, dropping in real quick just to congratulate you on 100 episodes. There should be some art from me up on Twitter soon. Cheers.
Always look forward to the
I
art.
look forward to it.
Thank you so much. Well, that was like 2 hours ago, so let's we'll keep an eye out for that.
Burger.
Oh my god. All right.
Sonic fan 1661. Thank you for the $2. Gully has a nice neck. I mean neck.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Usually. Sounds like a type of pasta. Burger.
Wicked.
Okay, we got Aiden F with $10. Congrats on 100 episodes. Here's to another 100 Milk Boys. Nice that all 3 key members could be here today. This podcast is almost always pure chaos, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
You ain't fucking kidding.
Popper emoji, popper emoji, popper emoji.
All right, you're up with your husband there. Pup.
Yes, husband, Trey Nobles. Troy Nobles and Game Foibles. Trey Nobles sends $9.99. Couldn't have just added an extra cent, could you? Alright, so here's to 100 times that you guys talked about bees and Sonic semantics. He ain't fucking kidding. Much love to
Nope.
you beautiful people. Hell
Thanks so
yeah.
much, Trey, dude.
Well,
Thanks so
clearly,
much,
if he married you, he doesn't have any sense to spare, so no. he
Shut
couldn't.
the fuck... I fucking hate you, Wayne.
That was
Alright?
very clever, and you know it.
I hate
oh my
you.
god.
Okay, Nick. Burger.
All right, and just a heads up here for you, Suris. You double posted here, so be sure you skip the next one when we jump over to you.
For fuck's
But
sake.
way past cool kid
The-
with $1.99. Thank you so much. Pup's Nick voice sounded like Fine Sauce
Oh, my pussy hurts.
I have no idea what Vine Sauce Joel sounds like, so I guess I'll have to check that out.
Burger HD source.
Thank you very much, Sonic fan 1661. Who do I sue to get my foreskin back?
Oh,
Your,
no.
your
The
parents.
American,
Your
the American
parents.
government.
No, your
You ever seen
parents.
the,
Your
You ever
parents.
seen? You ever seen that post on Twitter where somebody had like that clip of Virgil from Devil May Cry, and it's just like me returning to the hospital to get my foreskin back. And it's just Virgil being, I have come to reclaim my power.
Burger. Wayne.
Jesus.
We got Mr. SP with $10. 100 episodes, so many memories, most of which I can't remember. Ever think about putting together a video commemorating the best moments of Sunset City? I think that sounds like a wonderful time. Also, time-consuming little project.
I shit
Maybe
you
that's
not.
a Patreon post. Maybe that's a post with like, hey guys, share your favorite thoughts on Sunset City and where you can. Like,
No, but
episode.
I shit you not.
well,
I
there's
was
Sunset
out
Shitty.
I was
Like,
out
it was-
walking with my boys, my roommates, and I was like, man, we got this episode of our podcast coming up, and we're not 100% sure what we're going to do. And I just joked and was like, let's do a clip show. Like in the fucking The Simpsons or whatever, where you like waited a week for a new episode and you're just getting clips from previous ones. Everyone loves that. Everyone would love like
clip.
episode
One
100, just a clip show. Everyone will love it. It'll be perfect.
It's got to be a bad clip and it's got to be the same clip.
And it's
Every
got to have
single
like a
time.
musical framing device as well, just double. Suris, you cannot put 3 super chats in one message. How am I supposed to burger this?
Well, let's keep rocking and rolling there.
Wayne,
kiddies.
please come
Who's
back.
up next?
Burger. Okay. So, who is up next? Is it me?
I think it's your turn. Yeah.
Okay, so Sonic Fan 1661 with a very, very distant burger sends $5. I have impulse spending issues, so I might as well use it on you clowns. Okay, thanks for the fucking hell. You'll bring positivity into my week while life is crap. I appreciate you. A lot to
I hope things
unpack
turn
there.
around for you.
That's
Yeah,
all.
I hope things turn around for you with whatever you're dealing with, Sonic fan. But thank you so much
No
for your
kidding.
generosity, and we are genuinely honored to bring some kind of happiness to you. We really are.
No kidding.
All right, it's my turn with Xavier Fortin.
Martin.
With 279 Canadian. Thank you. Venus was me. Well, there we go. Log that for the lore.
Leave it to he who farts to bring us Venus.
Leave it to Beaver.
Leave it to Venus. Why has nobody said leave it to Venus?
Yeah. Leanus to Venus.
Venus to Venus.
Suris, you're up. No. No, you're not. No, not Smacko. Not Smacko. The last one of
like
dead
Wayne
bitch.
is so tired and everywhere that he's giggling like an idiot.
I'm sorry. I'm so sleepy. I don't mean to be this low energy for this episode.
I don't mean to be too, but yeah, no,
it's
literally
perfectly
injured.
fine.
It's
Though
fine.
before I get to the
I
super
don't
chat,
think it's fine, but
I sent the episode that I'm on to my friend Yvonne, and she just went, "Are you Ben 10?"
I gotta update that.
Oh no!
Always.
Spoiler alert! I've slowly been kind of grabbing the Ben 10 games, and I will be putting together. I don't know when. I really want it to be this year, but I really want to put together genuinely like a look at all of the games without actually going into the fucking show at all. I refuse. I want to see if I can learn anything from the show through those games.
You and I need to collaborate on a Knights video at some point.
okay.
Yeah, I'd love to be on that. That game was a very, very big deal to me, so I'd love to.
I bought it for my Saturn. It's complete in box. I have yet to pop it in my Saturn. I've been attending to other things.
Suris, you're
Zanderoni, thank you very much for the $5. My favorite time was watching you guys react to Sonic Frontiers news and Summer Games Fest. Keep up the amazing work, guys. Congrats on 100.
It was a fun
Thank you so
summer.
much, Zanderoni.
Enjoyed that.
It was a good time. It was a good time.
Okay, so Wallace.
Smacko?
Wallace! Burger.
What was that noise?
Why did I have to hear that with my human ears?
Oh God. Anyway, Smacko with three set.
Just
I know this. No, it's 370. I have 100 cents if my llama coin is $2 is right.
He literally said what it was, and you took that long trying to read out the native currency.
I focus on the thing I'm reading, not the thing that's after what I'm currently reading.
You stupid fucking bitch, get over here!
I mean, is it customary to actually read out the amount people are giving us?
I mean, I'd say you generally should, but, like, you can always check down below if they've said anything, I guess. I don't know, some people read everything all at once, and some people
you guys
watch
are complaining
the
about all
movie.
the time I'm wasting on this. Listen to you fuckers.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I
Okay,
still think
Borker.
we should figure out how to like just read it from the fucking YouTube page itself because it does translate to whatever currency it's actually. Well, it's gonna be in pounds.
No, it doesn't.
This is just copy and pasted from
This is
what's on
literally taken from YouTube Direct.
Oh well, never mind.
Yeah.
Then. Let's
So-
just keep going.
All right, go, Kenji. Sends 5 francs. Good job, sticker.
Yeah, it's in the comments, but there was a genuine. There was actually a sticker there with.
Oh, there actually was?
Yeah.
Oh,
cute.
oh, hell, no kidding. Burker.
That's
Nick.
really cute.
Oh, I see.
Mike
It's cute.
1911 with 4.99. Thank you so much, dude. Congrats on the 100th episode. It's nice hearing you all talk about Sonic. I wish that part of it didn't include me being the butt of the joke from Pup. Mike, the whole Mike joke didn't start from you. You're another Mike, and you thought it was about you. I'm sorry. It was. We explained that to you.
We have to rip your entire life apart, just like the 1911 ripped Maria's skull apart.
That was another thing, though, right? That was another thing where we just start saying "fuck Mike." I didn't even.
Yeah, there
remember
was
where
a
it started.
different
Yep.
Mike, and yeah, he was in on it. And then it
I
kind
thought we
of
weren't
moved
even-
over to every Mike at that point. But I think
didn't
this
even
Mike
remember.
doesn't like it. So, okay.
He doesn't like it.
The fuck Mike.
You did it this time. No, Mike, seriously, thank you for all the support
Real,
over the
dude,
years.
thank you.
And you know it's only in jest if I do. And, you know.
No, we love you, dude.
I'm
Thank you
gonna
so
be
much for
honest.
the
I
Also,
didn't
if
even
someone
think
is
you were-
genuinely bullying you, don't tell them to stop, because that just won't do it. But in my case...
Fuck's sake, Pup.
What?
I love getting cut off every time I speak.
Go ahead, Wayne. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I never even thought we were targeting a specific Mike. I thought it was just the name Mike that we just started saying for some reason.
No,
It
we just
started
hate
off-
the
I did
concept.
too.
No,
of
it
mics.
started off with Mike Prime, and then we had like numerous mics after that.
Then we just started going nuts with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it became
hard to
every
tell.
mic, but it started off with an original. The original is no longer here.
It's
took
hard to
care of
tell
it.
sometimes because, like, sometimes jokes just come out of absolutely nowhere.
Goodness. All right. Let's see here.
I think it's Suris now, right?
That's all. I think so. Yeah.
And he's up with the evil Delic.
Thank you very much, Evil Delic, for the 199 pounds, 100 episodes, and you still can't get my name right. No, we just know your name better than you do.
It's not that we can't get your name right; it's that we won't get your name right. Burger
Don't,
Wayne.
don't the Daleks themselves say Dalek?
Yeah, they say Dalek. Yes.
You would make a good Dalek.
Thanks, Evil Dicklick. Anyway, whose turn is it?
Wallace.
Good. All right. I think it's me. With Ozjam H with $10. Just wanted to say that I posted a celebration piece for you guys, and rather than say more kind words to Suris, you a dang pain to draw. Have a more simple design next time. Pup was fun though.
See, what did I fucking tell you, Suris? You're hard to draw.
Hey.
I drew a bunch of Suris's assets. I had a good time.
Oh, I
with
bet
it.
you had fun drawing Suris's assets, didn't you? You had more fun with that than the rest of it.
So
I can't
wholesome.
say
They're
anything
wholesome.
Yeah,
around
very
that.
wholesome.
I can't say a goddamn thing around this.
No,
little
it's that
conference.
everything you say sounds sexual. Just try to be less sexual.
Hang on.
Hold on
Pup,
a
you
second.
wanna? I think we need to kind of pull up our sleeves here and kind of dive into that, bud. Because I'm not hearing that tone.
What?
Something you want to kind of
Something you gotta say.
What? I don't know what's going on here. Was this a bit?
Are we having a
This
breakthrough?
is an intervention.
No, I genuinely don't know what's happening right now.
I just set you up to say I'm not gay. God.
Oh. Oh, I kind of forgot about that. I haven't done that in a while.
You forgot you're not gay.
Yeah, no, I've been living with the two guys so long, I just completely forgot.
Anyway.
Okay, so I'm up. Worker. Are you okay? You need some milk.
Continue. I'm fine.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Have you lost your mind? Okay. Go Kenji sends 2 more francs. Cheese francs, baby. Okay, we can call them that. We can go with that. That works.
I mean, for fuck's sake, like.
Franks.
Worker.
All right, Mr. SP with $10. Thank you so much. Every time Nick says Lost World, I think about the dinosaur game on the Saturn or the one I have for the Genesis. So you don't think of the movie though? That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't even occur to me that it's a Sonic game unless someone else talks about it. And like genuinely, Mr. SP, like I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I think of the Lost World in terms of Jurassic Park, but even then, like I don't think anybody talking about Lost World is ever kind of referencing the original novel that everyone stole that name from.
I too am reminded of Jurassic Park Lost World for the Sega Geneva conventions.
Oh my god.
Oh, stop. You say my jokes are bad.
They
no,
are.
Wayne,
They-
stop
they
violating
were
the
impressive
Geneva
games.
Convention.
Worker.
They were impressive games.
Worker.
So waivers.
All right.
Sonic Fan 1661, thank you for the $2. Cursed noises from Pup are always welcome. No,
well,
they are
you
not.
said it,
They're not.
sir.
Nope,
I owe
Nope.
you.
Amazing.
Okay, and Mr. SP with $2. Nick isn't Ben 10. He's been 36 for a month now.
You give me 37, no?
Yeah, 37. I'm
Ah,
37
that's so
now.
fucking
Oh
depressing.
man.
I don't
It's
want
been
to
a
be 27.
It's been a bad 37. I don't recommend it.
38's gonna be 30. Great.
I'm gonna have to be more
You're so fucking
more,
cute.
more worked
All
up.
right, so we're doing super chat cutoff.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude,
There we go.
I
I
would
wonder
say
how many
Nick-
people are about to freak the fuck out at my age. Always happens every time.
I
Every
would have
single
been like, Nick, we should go to the gym together, but I don't think you have a teleporter that'll get you here.
time.
I feel like we should just change this podcast name to Pup Talks to Old People.
No. Oh my gosh, you're almost exactly a decade younger than me.
Yep.
Oh boy, oh
I'm
no, this is real unfortunate, but we have an unwanted guest.
Is that so? Is that right?
He's back.
Oh God, we're gonna get boned.
See?
Okay.
He's
I
canon.
thought he was in his 40s, to be honest.
No kidding.
Everyone's
I mean,
shocked
not
that
To
you're
be
not
fair,
older.
you
Not
do
far from now.
sound like you have one foot in the grave.
You are literally
Hey.
even older than my former granddad.
Or at least would prefer to.
Oh my fucking god. Cricket, get down, sweetie. I'll take you out in just a little bit. We gotta wrap up the show. Get going, baby.
She needs to know that Uncle Pup loves her. You gotta tell her.
Uncle Pup loves you, Cricket. And I
There
love
you
your
go.
stupid face.
There you go. And now call her a stupid bitch and
Yeah,
spit on her.
With
No,
how
don't-
many
don't.
with how many times you complain about cricket, when I hear you go, yeah, I'll take you out in a second, I don't hear what I think you mean.
He's gonna yell at her.
All right, get down, little baby girl. Gentlemen, I'd love to hear what you're all working on.
Myself.
Me
Well,
too,
that's
Pup.
good.
Me too.
That's good. I am traveling to Florida doing a rescue operation today, so yay.
Best of luck with that, dude.
Hell yeah. That's kind of badass.
This is not the first time, and I want it to be the last.
Well,
He's
any
Spider-Man, no
content you
more.
want to promote?
As of right now, I believe I'm about to start working on the scripting for the next What If Shadow Died video. Not the one that I'm doing with Chow Mix, but one that's going to take place in between the story of 06 and the story of Shadow the Hedgehog. And not quite Sonic Battle yet either. I left some threads in the other Shadow video that I kind of want to touch up on.
Fair enough.
And I can edit that, right?
Assuming I have the money to give you.
How much have you got? I'll just take that. What are you on your pocket?
Oh my god.
Give me
Oh
that.
my god.
Give me that.
I got a 20. Do you want a 20?
I mean, hey, 20 is better
Mm.
than 0, right? Just fucking pass it over.
There's
I'll
a
give
0
you-
in 20.
I'll give you $20 worth of editing.
There you go.
Wayne, what are you up to, dude?
So Digimon World 2 is back on the, that's the next video again. I've gotten a couple of videos done and out. Recently I hit 14,000 subscribers, and the Digimon World 1 video surpassed 300,000 fucking views.
Just drop that
Which
little
is
flex in
ridiculous.
there. Oh, look
Congrats,
at me,
man.
I got 14,000 subscribers.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm excited. It just kind of surged out of nowhere. As for what I'm working on, like in the meantime, I might be trying to do like a Tears of the Kingdom like small review. So I might be doing something on that. Some other things that I have in the docket, like later on this year, still want to do Shovel Knight. And I kind of want to tackle the Echo the Dolphin series at some point, but we'll see if we get there. But Digimon World 2 will come out eventually when it's ready.
And so will you.
Oh my god.
All right, Pup, did you already talk about the Spider-Man retrospective?
I haven't talked about the Spider-Man retrospective. I'm doing a Spider-Man retrospective.
Are you doing a Spider-Man retrospective?
I might be doing a Spider-Man. I think I am. Yeah, I'm quite deep in as well for a change. I'm on. The next one is going to be on Spider-Man Far From Home. Very divisive movie, that one, so that's going to be a fun one. The most recent episode that is out is Into the Spider-Verse, but there's a whole playlist worth of brand new, long-form Spider-Man retrospectives from myself, which you can check out. I'm pretty proud of them so far, so should you be. I don't know. But, yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Nice. Obviously, I've not had a lot of stuff out for a month now, and I do apologize. Have a couple things recorded, just haven't done anything with it yet. But hopefully, very soon here, probably just hand it off to Pup, and then make sure he gets his monies and everything.
I'll
when
put
I
your name
can
in the
too.
tab system. In fact, Suris, I can just put your name in the tab system.
But we'll figure all that out outside of the show. But yeah, the next video for me is going to be an analysis on Shard, the Metal Sonic from Archie, because I didn't get to it in March, and I'm just kind of tired of waiting till next year to get to stuff I've I'm excited to talk about. So we're gonna get that done. I'll probably catch us up on speed reading and everything else here soon. But I mean, Sonic's birthday is next month, so I expect to have some chats about Amy next month for me, at the very least, and properly finally talk about Sonic Origins.
Hell yeah.
And Gilly is not here with us. He had to leave early, as you might remember. He recently put out a video about all of the DS games for Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, did he? I didn't
And
know
Dragon Ball
that.
2.
I didn't know he was putting one of those out.
Didn't you edit that one for him?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. But yeah, like, be sure you go check that stuff out. We all love doing our jobs, and we love making stuff for you, and we are very, very thankful for all of your support, guys. It's been a wild, fun ride with some amazing friends here, like some of the best friends I'm ever gonna have, hopefully for the rest of my life.
Boy, your life really has peaked, hasn't it?
Oh my fucking god! But no, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time with this. We've had our ups and downs, and I'm sure we'll have more here and there. But it's a great time. It's a great fucking time. There's way more good than there was any kind of drama. And I don't know. I'm very, very excited to see how far we can go with this thing.
Wayne,
That's
Yeah.
I'm collecting you fuckers like Infinity Gauntlets. Can I please edit one video for you for free?
Infinity Gauntlets.
Stones. Sorry, my bad.
If I were to have you edit a video for me, it's gonna have to be paid.
No. It's a gift. My gift to you. It's a peace offering between our nations.
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss it.
Hell yeah, if I can pull your asshole open and give a big old deep dive.
all right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
That's-
All right, guys.
that-
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And
100
we will
times.
catch you 100 times, and here's to 100 more. So we
Can
will
I
see
say
you
it?
guys next week.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
Say it, just saying.
The sun has set on Sunset City. Get the fuck out of here.
There it is.
Jesus.